my buddy Dash for this episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash
Talking
and
in
Dave.
the third person. That's
The way you
weird.
The way you feel.
Welcome, Juventini. Here we are. Dash ain't doing the intro today because he's busy. We got the live feed coming in from Kevin right now with his new mics as well. Looking good. He's got the new camera with his new iPhone. Everything's new on Kevin's end. It's great. Welcome, man. It's Derby d'Italia Day. I also have a new shirt that I'm wearing today. Bunch of you. And Vincenzo coming in right early saying, let's go. KF saying today we win. Helicopter with the chow as well as David Elatalk. Cellcat getting ready for 90 minutes of suffering. But David wants to get this biatch. Dash,
So,
how you doing?
Good. Think you cut out, or did I cut out? One of us cut out.
Whatever.
Probably me. Whatever. Anyways, I'm good. As David says, let's get this biatch.
Let's do it. You just left it hanging. It's like you wanted to get it, but then you're just like, no. I'm gonna let Dave do all the work.
Yeah, well, for some reason, I guess no. I think
Does
it
that
was
be
me.
like Vlahovic? Like, no. Let he is do all the work.
Yeah, don't get me started.
So we do have the starting lineup. Might as well. I'll share that screen right now.
Yeah.
If you haven't already seen it, here it is, guys. Oh no, that one's small. That's small.
It's very small.
That's really small. Oh boy, here it is. Okay, so we have Tech, Gatti, Bremer, Rugani, Cambiaso, McKenny, Nicky C. That's right. We see Nicolucci, Caviglia as a starter tonight, along with Rabiot, Kostic, Chiesa, and Vlahovic. Surprises?
Nope.
No surprises. Ow, I just hit my hand on my desk. Doesn't hurt as bad as Locatelli's ribs, though. I'm sure he still not well enough. Don't really blame him. He did break a rib. Not starting tonight. Nicky C. This is a huge game for Nicky C to just like.
Well, I guess it just goes to show that Allegri trusts him. So
Battery has absolutely no choice. The arguments will fly either direction. I'm sure.
I doubt that. Because let's see who we got here. So we have you have McKenny and Cambiaso and Rabiot and Kostic that are your midfield five. He could have easily, if he wanted to make the world burn, he could have easily thrown in Moretti in front of the defense and whatnot. So I'm not too worried about it's not he has no choice. I think that kind of nullifies that argument, right?
Well, here is the starting lineup for Inter. Jan Sama in net. Cherby, Darij, and Darmian. So Cherby is out on the wing. DeMarco, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Dumfries, Martinez, and Thuram. Still struggle through it, but
it's okay, buddy. We still love you. Bone says hola.
As well. Hola.
Colin in all caps says, "We go to war." Every time I need to start doing this every time Colin comes into the chat or into something, just every single time.
Bald dude, old bald angry dude is I guess. The layers.
They make a T-shirt. Colin 316 just said, "You got Allegri bald."
Oh man, yeah, we are taking merch ideas, guys. It's all about you, what you want to purchase and help the channel out. Just let us know. Social media, the Discord. I don't have the Discord. Let's put the Discord thing up. Let's scan that bitch right there. That's also where we do the teams. Man, we didn't quite make it to Division 1 last night, but close.
I think the guys almost did it. I think the guys almost got there because we were in the playoffs when I got off. I got off at like 12:30.
Oh man, you've been going hard lately. What level are you at now?
57.
Oh man, he passed me. I'm still at 45. Man. Yeah, I'm a bitch. I don't play a lot at once.
Yeah, it's these
Bones
guys.
wants the Hardy entrance song.
Give me 1 second. I can get that for you. And Colin says Dash is on to something.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, man. I see the resemblance. And David says you have to say it with an Adam Pearce voice. All right. This is War Games. There we go.
All right, there you go. That's
I blew Dave's ears out.
The wrestling announcer voice you got there.
Yeah.
But we got a wrestle of our own here. Derby d'Italia. Inter Juve. We did do predictions yesterday. I can't remember yours, Dash. You should repeat them for us.
I never made one.
I didn't think so.
I never made one.
I didn't think so. So drop them.
Why do you guys got to put me on the spot like
drop
that?
Them, bitch.
You're making me nervous, man.
Do it.
Today's already full of surprises.
I went with 2-2. Mine was no secret, as controversial as it is.
I'm going to say 1-0 cheese ball by Juve. And here's my thing. Fucking Dusan scores in my prediction. Just to spite me.
Just to spite you.
Yeah.
Like putting on the chastity belt today.
Yeah, he'll do it just so I have to say on a podcast or a post-match show, congratulations, buddy. You scored. You did your job. Thumbs up.
Bones with a hard boo of Vlahovic. Oh, man, there's not much love left for him, is there? That's too bad. It's too bad. I mean, get what you deserve, in a sense. Reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Locatelli is he's around. He's dressed. He's hugging Barella there, coming off the international break. I don't know. Supposed to hate him. There's Keaton and Big Poofy. I looked to see if they sold those Big Poofy jackets, and I do not see them. If anybody's got the link for the Poofy jacket, it's super long though. I would want a shorter cut personally. It looks like a dress, but I would wear Poofy jacket, the yellow Adidas stripes. Colin's excited for Caviglia. Are you excited for Caviglia? I have low expectations.
He's like,
no. I mean, he's good, but it's huge. This is a lot for him all at once, so I don't expect. I'm just not expecting much. Doesn't mean I can't be excited that he's getting a start, getting his chance, but it's just gonna be chill on this one, you know. I'm gonna go all Dash on this one, if you will.
What?
It's a super chill. See,
all right. I'm trying to get.
Talking about.
Trying to get the soundbite that Bones requested.
I'm still working on the sound bites.
I'm like multitasking.
Yeah, we produce on the fly. This is how we do. Trial by fire, I guess. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. This is huge. So much. I mean, there is and there isn't so much on the line.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of bragging rights, a lot of ego for sure. It really would put Inter in a good position if they won. Being 5 points up, and then we would only be 3 points ahead of third place, Milan. So it's not a comfortable position. It's still precarious. Now, if we win, everything gets mixed up. If we tie, it's interesting. I'm constantly expect nothing, hope for everything. Yeah. Abated expectations at the moment. Love seeing the new kids come out, have their chance. But how often is it like, oh my, this kid's going to be a superstar? That's like 1 in a million. You know? So let's not get our panties in a knot here. Haven't even kicked this off yet. We're still at the little kid stage of this match. Man, there's always a fat kid. Is that bad to say? But it's true. It's always one. Anybody that has not given their predictions, throw it in there. Particularly in that Discord. That's where I track everything. I'm probably overweight, man. We're all overweight, whatever. But I'm not getting paid millions of dollars. That's the point. Or no, if we're talking about the kids, yeah, no, kids just your metabolism is supposed to be ripping at that point. If you're overworking your metabolism when you're 6, man, you're going hard. You're doing it well. That's all I gotta say. You got that shit figured out. I was a fat kid, 100%. I was definitely the fat kid. So I make fun, but I was that kid. Anyways, the fat kid is gone. So is the rest of them. We're starting this one off on like all the PC notes, aren't we? Just carrying over from last night is all we're doing.
Yeah. And the shenanigans we said after playing pro clubs too. All right.
I'll say 2-1 Inter and not happy. Bones going with 2-1 Juve. Colin saying Sal no. Sorry, Colin does not rate Inter that high. As stated last night, he was like, screw these guys. They got nothing. I'm not as confident as that, but they definitely have their weaknesses. Yeah, so each year for.
I think Hans is going to give us a.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! KO! Here's the cover.
That's what it is. RKO out of nowhere. That's what I'm expecting tonight.
I was expecting a better soundbite.
Well, somebody just doesn't have taste.
How awkward did they look right now reading the script? Standing like the message is cool. It's why they have the red paint under their eyes. It's standing against the violence against a woman.
So you're saying we can't beat Inter?
Man, children are okay.
There we go.
This is violence against women, not man, children. So, yes, 100% support that cause. Inter can get slaughtered.
Oh, man.
Absolutely annihilated. Ellie with a 1-0. Juve scoring early. Everyone as well with the 1-0 storyline wants it to happen early. Yeah, we are all delusional. You got that right. We're all delusional here. None of us know what the hell's going on. Nikki C. Oh man, taking the picture. Historic moment. What's this? CM Punk? Or is CM a person from wrestling?
We call him CM Sucks.
Who? That's talking about wrestling. I don't know. Did anyone in the chat see the TG Instagram live? Colin, thanks for bringing that up. I caught a few seconds of it just as I was setting up. But yeah, that was Kevin. Definitely get in on the Instagram live because all the home games, Kevin's going to be there getting you a feed. Guys, we're lining up. This is happening. Oh boy. Derby d'Italia. Here we go. Oh, I got the scoreboard. I got the scoreboard already.
I do.
Of course I do. We got kickoff, everyone.
We got a new scoreboard?
2 people were directly affected by your actions last night. Daniel Bryan and myself.
There you go. There's your CM Punk soundbite.
Oh, I was putting that share screen up. That was me.
Yeah, that was you. You just took off your own
yelling at Dash for me clicking the wrong button. Sorry, guys. You'll
I gotta
there we go.
I'm not even watching the game. What the fuck's wrong with me?
You're not even Dash crossing early, and the shot is wide.
It'd been funny if it was a goal. I would have, like, literally, I've just been fucking around for like the last 10 minutes and missed everything. Oh, hey, there's one dribble by Chiesa done for those record keepers at home.
Record keep in. All right, guys, I'm going to sync at 1 minute. Assuming they show me the time at 1 minute. Yes, here we go.
All right, so already off rip, Thuram is playing as the hold-up striker, and he's pinging the ball back to Burrow, and Burrow is looking for space in Lautaro. The ref looked at Dusa and said, "That's not a foul. Grow some balls." So Chiesa kind of...
Dusa's already complaining.
Yeah.
How are we synced up together? I'm at 1:30. Oh, you 5 seconds ahead of me, like always.
Damn it.
Oh, is Orlati the VAR ref? Thanks for catching that and making me hate my life a little bit more. It's so easy to remember, too. Orlati irate. It always makes you irate.
All right.
That's getting us demonetized by WWE.
No, come on. WWE wants any of that publicity right now.
They've sold their souls.
I bet you right now they're just like frolicking at the mouth now that CM Punk is back.
What the hell's the CM Punk? I gotta Google it. Hold on. CM Punk.
Phil.
It's just a dude with tattoos. Okay, I'm moving on. Back to the game. Enter with the ball. Nobody cares about CM Punk.
I wish I could say that, but apparently people jerk that man off to the moon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good pressure by Vlahovic, but Inter maintain control. They're taking it easy, taking it slow right now. They're playing that game. I know I put a 2-2, but I think there's just going to be some wild goals, set pieces, penalties.
Paramount's camera angles right now are just wonky as hell. I mean, let alone their pause button sucks. But like they're shifting cameras.
Inter get a free kick.
Yeah.
Corner of the box. Donnie getting a foot in there.
Yeah, take a look at how already you're seeing the Darmian and Mr. Dumfries. I was about to call him Denzel.
Dumfries.
Yeah, do the inverted play there a little bit, trying to pull up. But I think the one thing that I saw was that you saw Barella trying to close in the space that those guys leave behind. And this is interesting. They've pulled Federico DiMarco to the opposite side of the field to take this. And Thuram skids it right into Tech's tummy.
Check your tummies.
Check your tummies, boys. All right.
Plays it out quickly along the right side.
Ooh. So one thing, observation right now, Hans is not the one that's doing the ball distribution. So they are not trusting him in the hold-up play as a DM right now.
It's just like fill a hole.
Yeah.
Don't screw up.
So I think they're doing it to shelter him a little bit for him to work his way into the game, because right now Juve aren't really doing their traditional 4-2 buildup that you would see, because Hans is just kind of roaming, where it's Kostic and Gatti right now that are moving the balls on the edges. They're looking for their pivots, and Dusan gets beat to the ball again. What else is new? Oh, for the love of God.
A bit of a turn. Chiesa can't charge it down, though.
So
cagey first 5 minutes.
So let's take a peek. No, see, this is interesting. It looks like Inter are deferring, and Gombachero says today we might be saying "what in the ass" a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think I said it yesterday. I said if Dusan starts, we'll do a drinking game of how many times I lose my shit. So I wish we had a Dusan mess up counter on here and I could just start pinging it every time. But I think the big observation far is
Inter. Could I can just change the half the first second. I can just change that to a counter.
A counter.
Yeah. I mean, what are we at now? 1? Okay.
But so looking at how Inter's moving the ball right now, folks, is Inter's they're kind of deferring attacking from the left. Like they'll kind of have that threat of DiMarco there, but it looks like they're trying to go with Darmian and Dumfries a lot. And Dumfries is pushing higher than Lautaro, which is interesting. Dumfries is the highest person on the pitch. That's very interesting. So now they're kind of Juve's kind of forcing them to go to the left, and Thuram takes a one-on-one dribble. Bremer tells Thuram to go to the gym and start lifting, bro. And it is a Inter throw-in. So that's going to be interesting. So remember how I told you guys in the pregame where Thuram is going to try to take Bremer and essentially have Bremer float on him? And he did. He pulled Bremer to the touchline. So
Dash loves being right. Here he is, getting all right about things.
I am so stiff right now. What? Good pressure there by Rabiot, and nothing really comes out of it. And, oh, hey, look, Dusan can run. And cleared by Inter.
Ball didn't quite settle down that time for him. Gets away.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Inter's not really going up-tempo with a lot of their movements. Not me complimenting them or anything like that, just kind of saying what they're doing.
Rabiot getting in the way there, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out. Colin has a bottle for everything.
I mean, why wouldn't he? It's Colin 316. What?
Smashing beers on his head.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got to get Colin to do a shotgun midstream once, just in a Colin show. Just if you want Colin to take a sip of this brewski, give me a hell yeah.
Oh man, those were the glory days of WWE.
I think it's on the up. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not into it these days.
Well, I understand that. I mean, like it's not like, for example, I don't think this new gen is like the Attitude Era, but you've got some hints of it, right? Because like back then, some of the stuff they used to do was just outrageous, like nuts. Now it's like it's not like it's more of a cleaner version of it, but I think the difference is you have better performers in this gen and some decent mic folk, whereas like back in the 90s,
there's a lack of needles, I think, is what it is these days.
lack of blood. Dave wants more blood and carnage.
You think they'll just be injecting stem cells into their kneecaps, but no.
Dave's like, I want barbed wire. I want tables on fire. I don't want tables. I want them on fire.
If you're gonna have a fake sport, at least make it real.
Well, it's choreography, right? It's a live show, essentially.
Yeah, but you gotta.
I think
it's not like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
right, when it was a blood sport.
I get that, but I think blading is kind of frowned upon now. And Dumfries shoulder checks Federico Chiesa. Chiesa kind of looking at him and looking at the ref like, hey, what's going on here, man? I don't know about that. And then you have a bunch of ultra standing up like this with the one guy with the meme face that goes like this.
Come on, man.
So we've got that there. All right. So Inter kind of with another slow build-up again. Juve kind of turtling back a little bit.
Our perennial troll is here, Mr. Aliyev.
And then Ellie Talk is telling you go watch AEW for that blood shit. AEW overdoes it. Like, do they not? Like some of the, because I don't watch them, but it's just, I don't know. And then Salcott says Rock and Wrestling era is better than the Attitude Era. Is that like Rock isn't Dwayne the Rock Johnson or like the 80s? Because like the Attitude Era came in like mid to late 90s. Because I remember
also showing his Italian ways, getting the hands involved now. He's upset with the ref.
Not a good card there.
Somebody threw the ball at his head. Cambiaso's picking up a yellow.
What is he doing? Why is he fingering DeMarco? And
that was super soft.
That's a soft yellow.
That's a real soft yellow.
Really soft.
Oh boy, come on. 10 minutes and a soft yellow. Oh boy.
Wow. Yeah, you can't. That to me tells me as a referee you have no balls. Like seriously.
Ellie.
Like, oh man, I hope I don't want to get Cambiaso and DeMarco to start scrapping with each other. Like, what? Yeah, 80s Piper, Hogan and those guys.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
That shit was dope. It's like, I got something for your brother. Just make sure you eat your vitamins, say your prayers, and listen to whatever I say because I make stories sound really cool. And don't worry about Randy man.
Yeah, that reminds me, this comment here. Latardo has the typical Interista face. You just want to elbow him. Remember last year? Why did I not do it again this year? I totally forgot I had the poll. The most punchable Interista. Or do you just want to like clock the hardest?
I remember you asked Nima that, like straight up on video. You're like, hey, what's the most punchable face on your roster?
Yeah, why not?
That was funny. I was dead. I was like, of course. Dave gives no fucks. Just says it. Hey, who do you want at deck in the schnoz?
Well, if he can't handle it, go fucking cry to your.
And Dave's
he
like,
clearly
hey,
lives with his mother.
Dave's like, double decker bus? No, I meant double decker fists.
You can't take a joke, man. Like, get off the internet.
I know. Cross stitch with a cross. This time it
Is
doesn't
it a
go
pass?
into
Cross pass.
It doesn't go into an ass. So
There's
we've
no
already
freeze.
gone. We've already taken a step further than expected.
Chiesa takes a knock though.
Look, this is almost comedic in a sense, and I think Frankie Bones and JC can comment on this. You ever notice how Kostic's dribbles are very, very similar to Collins' EAFC Pro Clubs player? And this isn't even a knock. I think it's just really, really, really ironically similar. Like that one dribble where Kostic is like grabbing on the jersey and charging forward to cross it reminds me a lot of the trigger dribble in FIFA, which is actually funny.
And then I'm a lot like Vlahovic, my character, who's supposed to be really big and strong, but he's just a huge bitch.
And we have Hans taking
Nicky C's going to take a corner.
Oh, we got Rugani. There we go. Our Lord and Savior Walgani getting ready. He's in the box. All right, baby. we've got the most lethal center back trio in Europe right now, lining up to take the header from this because nobody else can win a header. And Acerbi keeps grabbing Gatti's nipples for some reason and putting his hand up, saying, "Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." No, you cannot grab the nipple. You stroke it. What are you doing? Lautaro's like bodying Dusan. Holy smokes. Falls into kind of a okay corner.
It's scrappy.
Yikes.
Carried away. Still have it. Nicky with it.
A little bit of a poor pass there, Nicky. That follow-up cross was not good.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
All right, man, you're going to get in there and we're going to watch this game and we're going to enjoy it, every ounce of it, because I'm the Randy Man Macho Savage. Mr. Farhad didn't pick me up to take me to the AJ Hudson. I texted him this morning and he got scared.
Is that where he's going today? The Chicago fan?
Yeah, that's where they're. I don't know if they showed up. We got to ask Kevin because Kevin's there. Did he show up on the stadium or not?
Oh yeah.
They're doing that thing with all Juve cast and the fan clubs. All right, so first shot of the game, and Dave's not there yet.
I'm there,
and it was an absolute whiff. So
it could have been good.
He had 6 completed dribbles, but whiffed it. How the F do you whiff that?
It's too close. Chiesa needs to shoot a little bit farther out.
Yeah, he needs to shoot like
steps too far.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to be edge of the box.
So, folks, that's it really.
Oh, that's the best one yet today.
So, I don't mean to be quite the asshole here, but is Allegri at fault for missing that one? Because that was terrible. Absolutely atrocious.
Oh man.
Should we do a counter for the amount of times our strikers miss absolute sitters?
I can't handle that many counters, man.
I think we should just change it at this point. Like, good Lord.
Good by Kostic keeping the dribbles going. Passes wide to Chiesa. Cross. And Somo's got it.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least Chiesa got 4 completed dribbles, right? Oh, man. Yikes.
Oh, here's a fake foul.
Another one. He went down so easy. And then look at Inzaghi. He's like,
super soft.
Oh, man. Can we just put Gatti as striker at this point?
Yes.
Oh, my. He had so much space in front of him. Oh, that's frustrating. Hey, but those people that are pushing narratives on Twitter right now, they're probably like grabbing the air just like their fist. And you're like, no, you're not supposed to miss that. Oh, man. I am.
You should do that action more often. It's fun.
This one? I have no shame and no cares to give whatsoever.
So it looks like the crowd here, they're starting to agree on a backline goal.
Yeah, I think everybody does at this point.
Maybe. That's why it said 2-2. It's going to be those types of goals, set pieces, corners, free kicks.
All right, so
I don't think sprinter.
So let me ask you this right now: how the hell is Lautaro's short ass winning that header over Dusan? Because Dusan was marking Lautaro on that cross right there, and Lautaro just jumps over him and heads that to tack.
It's because you have to try.
Holy hell, man! That's two.
Oh, we got it. All right.
That's two. I'm sorry, but Lautaro's 4 or 5 inches shorter than you. That's outrageous. And maybe you can say, Dash, you just don't like the guy, and that's why you're being hard on him. If he conceded that goal, I'm sure that guy would have been burned at the stake.
No, you know what? We defended the hell out of him into this season. Until like the first, 8 games or so of this season. Because we wanted him to do well, and then he just never did.
Yeah. Ellie says Dusan has back pain. Well, I guess we know why Lautaro jumps on his back. No. Dusan dropped to cover him there. As much as I don't want to throw it on him, but it was because the guy wasn't wearing gloves.
Inter wins first half. You'll go to AJ Hudson.
Go to the Hudson.
What is AJ Hudson? The sports bar?
It's something like that.
It's one of those chains.
Chicagoan things.
Chicago. All I know for sure is K's of Dusan's 110 million. Yeah, it's a lot of millions. Lots of millions.
Ooh, wow. Regani got skinned there by Barella, but good recovery. Is that Regani? No, that's Rabiot. Holy shit, Rabiot and Regani look the same from this distance.
Like freaking walls.
That's a laser beam, but out wide by Chanalogu.
Yeah, a lot kind of dangerous.
Yeah, but you know when it comes down to it, right? You'd rather have Chanalogu take shots from distance like that.
Oh, he's calling about now too. Dusan has a back pain.
Is that? Hold on, let me. Oh, nope. Correction. It is Cambiasso. Correction. Because it looks like him and Cambiasso are wearing the same blue cleats. So correction.
Yeah. That's definitely Cambiasso.
That's a correction on my part. So I will recant my earlier statement.
Guys, keep on yelling. Just get angry. Get angry at anything at this point.
Angry and smash keyboards.
Yeah. Oh, Colin gifted 5 Tyrant Giants.
Jesus
Christ. Is there even that many people left that need them?
I know.
Because, you just keep on giving them to people. All right, let's see who gets them. Eddie Canales.
Who's that?
I don't know. Alessandro. Which Alessandro?
I don't know.
Just an Alessandro. Come on. Oscar got one. And Kamaboko. Nice. I love when the super regulars. And Arby Garakanyan. Hopefully I said that all right. There you go. And Colin does this whenever. Is it 6? Is it 5 or 6 people have to show up?
6
at
people.
Least 6 people. We had 7. Screw 6. We had 7 this week on FC clubs. Pushing up the ranks. Oh yeah, baby. Thank you, Colin. Also, the donator of Kevin's new microphones we should be seeing some footage from that pretty.
I
How
wonder,
soon?
did he use it? Did he use it during the Instagram live?
I don't know.
He probably doesn't know what it.
Um,
Because like
yeah.
the thing, what he can do is he can actually sync up his AirPod to it as well. So like he can listen out his AirPod and talk through the mic, and then he like legit would sound professional with the equipment set up like that. I don't know if he knows how to do it or not, but
Well,
'cause you-
McKenny's got it now. Cutting in. Nicky Z.
poor
Take a
Cross.
shot. Nope. Wide out to Kostic. Scoops it
Okay.
in.
Oh,
Headed
boy.
away.
Yeah, it looks like Inter's going to surge forward for the counterattack here. Juve's defense is a little bit discombobulated, but we got lucky that Barella skied the ball into the neighbor's backyard.
Oh, wow. I went the other direction. Colin saying, Kamaboka got one. That's what's important. Aw, you guys.
Aww.
Okay, Kevin messaged Colin on WhatsApp and seems happy with them. Awesome. The highs are going back and forth as well. Love the community going at it. Scooped in by Inter. Kostic clears it away. Lautaro, though, pushing that one wide. Not even close. Tech will clear this one out now.
So you know how I like one of the things that we mentioned, if the stadium provides an atmosphere for Juve, it might freak Inter out. I think Inter's a little bit afraid to take it to Juve because they're afraid of being exposed on a counterattack. Because Juve and Inter are both counterattack. They're almost kind of the same MO in a sense, right? I just
They're
think
the same with different profiles.
different profiles, right?
Yeah.
So
if you took both teams and took the best of both, you would probably have an amazing team.
Yeah, a super team in a sense.
Yeah.
So I think Inter's going to try to play slow. I think this Juve need to score in the first half because Inter will for sure take it to them in the second. I think Inter just needs to settle, kind of get used to playing in this atmosphere right now, and then also kind of get a figure for Juve's movements. And so far, Hans has not really presented himself quite well.
No, this is what I expected, right? He's
Yeah.
just there.
So I kind of hope that he can impose himself a little bit more because it's very, very evident that Juve are trying to use McKennie and Rabiot as pivots in the midfield. So, and it's not me saying that he's been terrible, like he's done negative play. I want him to step into the role and facilitate the ball movement because it's more so that they're really trying to attack through the pivots instead of through Hans, because Hans is really barely kind of contributing to the buildup in itself. Because this buildup is a lot different than what we normally see out of this. And I understand he's not Locatelli, and I don't have that expectation for him, right? But I want him to grab it by the balls, right?
Well, okay, he's trying to press here. Inter playing deep, trying to clear it up the field. Decent amount of press. Rugani.
He pushing up so damn high. Rugani is like man marking Thuram, and Hans is grabbing Thuram's nuts.
Loving it from Rugani.
Hans is like, if I can't get one ball, I'll get these other ones.
Oh boy. I hate Ferrati.
McKennie looks McKennie looks so much more technical.
Oh, taken down now, though. Surely that's turnover. Yeah, a bit of a tug. Bit of a tug there. Oh, yeah, like there's the apologist approach here. Dash, I'm sure you like this.
Yeah, they do. Inter have to play Champions League winner Maccabi Haifa. They qualified for the group. What important match. They've already qualified for the next round. Hans' legs are big. I thought Hans isn't that tiny. And then David says, I have faith in Hans. He pushed Cruz, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni around the preseason for all it's worth. And NES Tecmo says because he is in natural position.
Or Chiese's going to try one. Cuts it back. It's in.
I told you.
I told you. Get it.
I told you. I told you. In spite of me. He looked into the camera and he said,
"You piece of shit."
He looked at me. I called it. Didn't I not call this? I said he looked in too, and he looked in his celebration. He looked into the camera and he said, "Dash, fuck you."
There it is, gentlemen.
I said he'd score in
ladies.
spite of me.
Oh man, it's 1-0, 26 minutes. 2 errors from Vlahovic and a goal.
God damn it.
Bar. Hold on. Hold up. No. You shut your mouth.
Who, me? Okay.
No, Kamaboko, Mr. Oh, I have a membership now. I'm just going to throw things around like a bar. Slap you around. There's no VAR on this one. Bar's like, oh, hold on. Yeah, no, there's no VAR there. There's no VAR on that one.
That's really loose coverage if you look at it, right? Like that's really poor coverage.
Yeah, because like all we had to do is get past their defense. That's what we're saying, right? If our midfield can somehow move that ball, if the defense can move it over the top, however, I mean it's open season at that point.
Like holy smokes.
Okay, we got lots to catch up, guys. You're flooding. You're flooding here.
I know. Hey, well, you know, I told you. I said he's gonna do it in spite of me. Holy smokes! Let's go, Dave. You finally scored.
I got a goal last night too. Whatever.
Hey, at least he didn't pull a Colin or Sal says 160 million now.
1-0, Derby Italia. Here we go.
Frankie's right about that. He said, I called it yesterday. He's talking about how he called it yesterday. And then David says his pose with the talking was towards you. I know. That's funny.
Oh, what Dusan did?
Yeah, he did the thing.
Talking, the talking.
Yeah. I mean, congratulations.
Whatever, man. Talk to me then. Do it some more.
Yeah, do it again. Do it again. Congratulations. You hit a tap in.
I'm so offended right now.
I know, I'm so butthurt.
Fucking do it.
Yeah. Not hurt my feelings.
Do it 10 more times. Then we'll talk.
I know, right? Well, hey, maybe, like I said, maybe this will give him the confidence.
Hopefully
he can bag another
all
one.
the best. We want the best.
And Colin says that's a shitty defense in regards to Inter. Compatro says
we're catching up quite a bit here, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, he says I expect it. Frankie says defense time. And he says pack it up. Cortomuso. Ellie says to Dusan credits. He started the action and finally finished it. And then Colin says, didn't I mention about creating pockets of space? Yes, I believe you did. And he says, I did.
He's answering his own question.
That's petty. Okay. Compatro says, you never know when the league might feel like chopping some off. That's funny. Frankie says, I called it yesterday around the 25th minute. We will score and defend the rest of the game. Frankie wants to pack it up. And then David says, I bet Inter's like, how the fuck did that guy score?
Oh, man. Give him space.
Sal says, valid criticism doesn't equal agenda. Doing what you're expected to do. Touche. Mm-hmm. And Colin says, yes, Frankie, let's start the domino effect. So interesting stat figure here. So whenever there is a Derby d'Italia, the team that scores first ends up not losing whatsoever.
But Barella, where is his foot aiming today? Another one just miles wide. Tentatively. Come on, let's not get ahead of it. Ellie, Colin, and we are first. Yes, we're tentatively in first, but I mean, Ferrari was tentatively in second today, weren't they?
Frankie says the interns players are mentally weak. I know, fucking interns.
Interns, yeah, can't get good help these days.
Where's my damn coffee? So part of me kind of looking at the body language of Inter right now, they're a little bit rattled, and I guess
Well,
Dusan.
and this is where I start taking credit with predictions. Is that if we get into their head, which we do, then you see this start spewing.
That's
Well, what's
hilarious.
going on? Dumfries and Vlahovic, are they trying to see who the bigger bitch is? They're like jumping away from each other in pain.
You know what? That's funny what Batman says. He's like, Dusan involved in build up and finishes it? CM Punk back in WWE? Is this an alternative reality? Fuck yeah, it is. I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore. I bet you Dusan saw CM Punk come back and he's like, shit, if CM Punk can come back, I can too.
Nikki always being considered a sex.
Yeah.
I think traditionally, I don't know if he's ever played further up. That would be more a Misak question, perhaps.
It is, but also when he was at Salernitana last season, Nikki also played as a 6 there. And we just got fucking skinned. Holy shit. Wow, we just got
There's
skinned
the
there.
1-1. Oh, short-lived.
Damn, that defense got stretched and everything.
Well, shit. The counterattack came
That
through
was
for Inter on that one.
filthy. So, yeah, Rugani with a really poor slide tackle there that really sets it up, and then Gatti just loses track of Martinez.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. Oh, man. That is tough.
And that's being able to finish when you have the chance, right? That's something we fail to do. They finally had their one chance and they were able to finish on it.
This one, I guess we're in for a spicy game.
Yeah.
In for a very spicy game now.
Well, 33rd minutes. It's 1-1. Anything can happen. Rugani, though, he did go in heavy. That could have been filthy.
Yeah.
He was out of position. In a sense, he almost had to commit.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't getting back on the play either. But again, the game avenges those little mistakes.
Yep, 100%.
So a lot of people's predictions are already out of the window.
Yeah. Yep.
And who is down on the plane now? Is it Barella?
No, that's Darmian.
it's not
Chiesa
Darmian.
need the shit out of the back of his head. He fell in front of him and he just need the shit out of him.
Yeah, he got in the way.
And here's internship for you. Is everybody just doing it to fuck around, or are just people seriously like auto-correcting from inter to intern? That's hilarious.
It might just be a thing now.
Okay, so obviously Inter watches us play pro clubs and did the kickoff glitch. That's what happened there. But Juve a little bit, I don't know now. They look a little bit more jaded.
Well, they're not supposed to allow a goal. Juve. They're just supposed to win 1-0. And now it's 1-1, and they got to start this up all over again. So let's see. Mac with it. Not a good cross. Inter, turn it over. And now they look very slow and calm because it's clear they like to play on the break. They're probably gonna look for more of those.
But see, that's the kind of the issue, right? When you're coming in with this aggressive style, you leave holes open like that Inter are able to expose, and that's kind of what happened because Rugani was really high up the pitch trying to make that tackle.
Yep.
Because I think what Inter is trying to do is they're trying to bait Juve into playing a little bit more forward than they're expecting to, and kind of how that goal just happened right there. Am I saying we need to turtle up? And no, at this point, you got punched in the face. Fucking punch him back.
Shootout. That's why I went with 2-2. Again, like you just never know. They both been clean goals though.
Mm-hmm. Both of them found pockets of space, though Gatti did get skinned there. But yeah, they're gonna have to. You got to match it. Oh man, Doosan's back. He got hit in the back.
Kidding me? Is he out for like another 10 days because he got shoved?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and kind of like what Alitak is saying, that is a rare miss by Rugani there. Very, very rare.
Man.
So I do, in my opinion, I do think Juve need to push and try to get this second one before halftime, get the momentum going on their side. Because right now, if it goes 1-1 into halftime, Inter is going to be feeling really, really good about this. They're like, we tied it off, and we held them off while they're trying to push back. So they got to try to find a way to stifle Inter's momentum here.
Stifling is what we're good at.
Mm-hmm.
Inter on the attack now, looking for space. They don't find it.
Yeah, now they're starting to press.
Yeah, trying to turn this ball over high up the field.
Yeah,
clears it up.
At this point, mentally, if Juve kind of sit back and try to hold the 1-1 result into halftime, Inter's going to get a buttload of confidence. So Inter needs to, or not Inter, Juve have to start swinging here. Like, you got to grit it for at least 5 or 6 minutes. Give them the illusion that you're really pushing for it. Because right now, if you sit back and Inter kind of move the ball around and control the tempo, they're going into halftime saying, okay, they got a bloop goal. They got a fluke goal. Now we came back quickly, so let's take it. So this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be a dogfight. And it's more so who loses the edge first.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think second half, if it stays 1-1, it can go really either way. One team coming out flying, they both lock down.
Yeah, I think momentum is a big thing here.
Inter, if any team, would want to slow things down a little bit.
No,
draw
for
the
sure.
game out.
They're trying to slow it down now. Like, that's what they're doing right now is they're trying to slow it, control tempo, kind of take the wind out of Juve's sails so they feel good about it going into halftime, where Juve's kind of like, oh, shit. So Juve kind of need to really go for it right now.
But they are not. Inter maintain control, lazily kicking the ball back forth between the midfield and the defense. They're happy enough, I think, with the 1-1 at the half.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll squeeze them. They're man with it now, looking.
Right now, they've done 2 things. 1, they've scored against this really tough Juve defense. And 2, they have a point secured as things stand right now and maintain first place. So their objective is hit regardless. So they're not going to really push or play with any sense of desperation. We're trying to push and get that winner. Or for them, they don't really care that much. So we got a little bit sloppy. We thought that we could keep our foot on the pedal after that first goal, and then they burned us. They killed us for it. So this is going to be, again, this is a dogfight. This is going to be one of those things. How hard are you going to punch? And are you going to punch? Are you going to go all the way around? Or are you going to go for a straight jab? It's one of those two. And you don't want to let Inter build any momentum by slowing the game down, because if Inter slowed the game down, that means they're going to maintain shape, and that's what they want. They don't want to be stretched. They don't want to be put out of position. So Juve have to hit them hard, and they got to hit them quick.
They win the ball here in the midfield now. Vlahovic gets tripped up. There's space, though. Not quite. Cambios doesn't get there. Juson tripping himself up on that play. Yeah, Inter really is just stifling her down. 4 minutes left here. Nicolosi still just looking like he's occupying a space. Vlahovic fixing his socks. Dumfries on the right. Brings it back. And now we're in for it, everyone. Over the top, though, from Barella on the volley by Martinez, and that one's wide.
You know, ironically, though, defensively, I think we're missing Danilo here. Because you don't have Locatelli conducting, and
you don't have a conductor in any sense right now.
But I think this kind of shows right now how really important Danilo is to the roster. That some folks might want to say that he's not, but yeah, I think he kind of adds that stability that you need. That kind of keeps people organized and focused.
Yeah, because Tech isn't that either, really.
No.
So yes, a lack of leadership on the field at the moment.
And we're missing a lot of tackles.
Yes, there was another missed one there by Nicky. But here's Vlahovic, McKennie on the run. What a big touch. What a big touch. He still has it, though.
Beat someone on the dribble. Give him that.
And passes it into a wall. Lets it roll out for a throw-in.
KB says sell Bremer.
What's wrong? What's wrong with him?
Oh, that's funny.
He's coming in here talking that schmack.
Yeah, schmack, huh? KB coming in here giving us that schmack. Catch me outside.
Big Mac is going to go for one of them throw-ins, one of his specialties.
Wow, Thuram absolutely whiffed that. How funny would it be if Keane subs in and gets the game winner?
I would be okay with it.
I would laugh. I would say this is definitely an alternate universe if that were to happen.
I would rejoice.
Oof, that was a good press by Chiesa there. Almost got it.
Ooh, Chiesa almost steals one.
They're playing. It's God. You know who I recant my vote for most punchable face? Simeone Inzaghi. He irritates the hell out of me on the touchline. I just want to deck him. He's way too animated. Bro, chill. Tranquilo.
This is coming from Dash. The guy with no emotion.
Like chill, man. Chill.
Don't you have enough chill in your life?
No, I pull out. What?
Oh boy. Diego Simeone is way more punchable.
Yeah, but at least Diego Simeone, like if you meet him in a parking lot, like he'll scrap. Like he no problem with that. Or I think Inzaghi like does all that ish, but he won't. He ain't about it.
Simeone. That could be a shirt right here. It's not just grit, it's gritty.
Yeah. It's not just grit, it's gritty. Who's Shang? Oh, hey, Frankie, get your boy Gotti over here. My dude's kicking field goals.
That one's airborne.
And ball down at the Inter 36-yard line. And Federico Gotti, 15 for 15 on field goals. This one from 45 yards out. He takes it, and it's good. Oh, man.
The Packers could use him.
Yeah, I should come out of retirement and start kicking field goals. Shit, make $1 million.
Packers could use a new name.
And it wasn't even sighing at that. Just watch the play.
Oh, no,
Frankie, come get your man Gotti here.
Honestly,
Jesus
the Packers,
Christ,
guys, that's the name you chose. The Packers,
Green Bay Packers. They pack cheese. They're Packers. They pack them. Cheeseheads.
Sure,
it's sentimental, Dave. Grow some emotions, Mr. Robot.
Is that what it means? They're cheese packers?
Yeah.
What?
Cheesehead. They pack cheese.
Does Green Bay Packers mean? How did they get their name? The history. Okay. Okay. Oh, they were so they're still a racist name. In 1919, Curly Lambeau, who was he's American, Lambeau,
Lambo.
who was the franchise founder, decided to start up a local football team in Green Bay, Wisconsin. At the time, he was working for the meatpacking company Indian Packing as a shipping clerk, and he managed to convince employers to sponsor his new team. Indian Packing. So, yeah, I mean, they're just called the Packers now, but they were still called Indians. Indian Packers. Packing Indians. Oh, boy.
And we just went down a dark rabbit hole.
That's what I thought of that half. No, it was okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, it is. We're at halftime, right? We're at the halftime show. Let's roll into it. That was a little interlude on how the Green Bay Packers got their name. David will be back in 15 minutes. People are saying no party. No, people don't party, man. You just kind of you just fly in on the.
No, people's not consistent anymore.
Yeah, you're not consistent no more. The Docks.
Ah, fuck.
The Docks.
I benched Bijan Robertson in my fantasy league, and now I'm paying for it. Damn it.
This is the day for Chiesa to do something. Yeah, that would be nice too. Chiesa. Anybody can step up for this one. Gatti tries, but Gatti's got no he can't shoot. Let's be honest. That's not his job. It's not his job to shoot. But he does it more so than the shooters. So give him credit, I guess.
Maybe.
So tentative. It's a tentative half, I think is what we're getting at. Let's look at some stats. Bring the fact mob up here. Okay, so 34% possession. That's about right. Expected goals, 0.5 to 0.58. About right. Total shots, 4 to 7. Shots on target, 1 to 3. Big chances, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Big chances, mess 0-0. So we both scored on our big chances.
They didn't call that Chiesa miss as a big chance. That's interesting.
Now that's a big stat. 340 passes, 91%. We're at 152 at 84%. So definitely their midfield at play there. Fouls committed 5 to 4. Corners 1-0. So that's the quick and dirty stats. Chiesa Vlahovic at a 7.5. Similar for Martinez Thuram. The goal scorers getting the big numbers. Everyone else kind of getting middling numbers. Charlalongu getting a 7-1 of note.
Charlalongu.
But the stats kind of do tell the story in a sense. This time, they're not really lying. Yeah, they had more possession, a couple more chances, but we both just capitalized on the one real opportunity. It's kind of what we expected, I think.
Yes.
But we converted. I think the most surprising thing is that there was early, but like that we're not talking second half, late in the game kind of conversions. Both first half conversions. Locked at one going into the half.
I still think we should have been up 2-0. That's a miss by Chiesa. That's a hard miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you alone. I got a rocket piss.
Hey, let me open up the lines. I'll let people hop in if they want.
Ooh, okay. Let's
do that. It's better than me monologuing for 15 minutes. So come in for the halftime talk. We'll talk some halftime, talk about your thoughts, talk about what you want to do, what your expectations are. Link is posted down below. So if you want to come in and have a quick little chat, a little halftime prep talk, and we shall go from there. So don't be afraid to hop in there, pal. And if you're not going to hop in, just slap down who you want to sub, your substitutions, the expected substitutions, and some other tidbits in the chat, and I'll read those off. So open to everybody, all inclusivity. So go ahead and slap down your thoughts and your projections. And Bones does not hesitate. Hey, buddy. Bones, I can't hear you. I have Frankie, but I can't hear Bones.
Baba boy, hello.
What's going on, Frankie?
Not much. No camera today. I'm very, very bummy today to watch the game. I was just playing some Call of Duty with the boys before the game started, so you know.
Oh, you mean you paid $70 for DLC?
I paid $70 for memories with my friends for the year. Okay, $70 for memories with my boys.
Whatever makes you sleep at night, buddy.
Hey, that's fine with me. But yeah, no, I was watching this fucking halftime show right now, and man, they are sucking Inter off.
They had one attack. What?
I don't know. That fucking the one just started was fucking Marco too. I was like, oh, really?
As Colin would say, closeted Interisty.
No, that's what he's making it seem like and shit, like for real. But yeah, it's just been a very, I mean, surprisingly, what they said describes it best. It was like two very simple goals, just poor defending from both sides to allow it to go in.
Yeah. Bones, can you talk? Or are you still with audio issues? All right, I'm gonna take that as a yes. But any expectations? Do you have any expectations for the second half? Anything you want to see, Frankie?
So yeah, second half coming. I want to see a little bit more cohesion in the defense because we're just getting caught out of position on the defense a lot. So I want to see a little more coordination, which I definitely think if we probably somebody will be coming in to like step up and do something like that a little bit. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Hans or no, not fucking Hans. Dean. Maybe we'll see some Dean come in at some point to hopefully help out with those defensive duties.
I gotcha. So let me ask you this, and chat as well, guys. Don't be afraid to type. I hate people that just watch and don't contribute to the conversation. Please do. That's the idea here. So who was your biggest surprise and your biggest disappointment of the half?
For Juve or for like just in general?
The game.
The game in general? Okay, cool. Biggest surprise is obviously fucking Dusan scoring because I mean he just hasn't been in form.
Spite. He did it in spite.
And the celebration after too, yeah, it's like that's surprising. But apart from that, biggest disappointment I'd say, is I have to say fucking Gatti. Honestly, he's been poor this half. I don't know. I love Gatti as much as everybody knows I fucking love Gatti. I'm the biggest Gatti simp, but he's just been very poor. He lost his Lautaro completely fucking sold him and just scored, and then he's been fucking skying these fucking balls all the way into the fucking row to the top of the stadium. They're going out of the stadium into the parking lot.
It's only a $200 ball, so they can't be too upset over it. But so let me ask you this: do you think it's Gatti completely, or do you think the defense is a little bit discombobulated for some reason?
So defense in general, it's just disorganized. You can clearly tell that it's like Rugani will push up, and Rugani hasn't been great this half either. Rugani's been very unlike himself, it seems like. And this is kind of where I bring in back to my old conversations when everybody was saying Rugani is great and all this. He's good. He's a good player. But like I said, is he consistently going to be a good player? I don't think so. There's going to be games where he shits the bed completely, like really bad. His lows are very, very low, and his highs aren't as high as his lows are, essentially. So like his ceiling isn't as high, obviously. So he's been having a poor game. Bremer's been not good, not bad. He's been all right. And then Gatti's just been he's been poor. It's just a defense problem in general that half, I feel like. Yeah, definitely miss Loca.
It's a factor for sure. Because Nicky C is almost just a ghost in a sense. And I alluded to that at the beginning, right? Where he's just gonna be there. Fill in a void.
Yeah, definitely miss that. Definitely miss Loca. Even fucking having Danilo there would have been great just to help with some more defensive cohesion. Because we're just very, very disorganized, and that's really the main issue.
We don't have the guys, right? We can talk about what we don't have, but this is what we do have. We got to work with it.
Exactly. So that's why
and that's what Allegri says as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I just want to see a little more organization in the defense. Essentially, is what I want to see, because that's I feel like that's our main issue for that half.
Colin, what's going on?
Not too much. I really don't think there's. I think you had a case of like two teams being very tentative and not willing to risk anything, which I think is par for the course when our two teams meet. But I don't think we should be. Usually, I'm the first one to say, "Hey, listen, like, shit's hitting the fan. We should be upset about this. This is not." But I don't think it's the case. I think we should be. There's a lot of stuff to be happy about. I think, Dash, the only thing I disagreed with what you said was that you felt
Everything.
Like, you said something about how we kept the foot on the gas after the goal, and we may regret it. I feel like how we employed the gas is the problem. Like the 3-5 is not supposed to be having that that center back as high, and there was no real umbrella created with the 3-5-2. So I think that was our major problem there.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's where it's like I wanted them to keep their foot on the pedal, but like not in the same scope as they were doing originally. Because it's just one of those things, right? Where now you have to punch them back. Like you can't sit down. Oh, he's shotgunning it. Let's go. But there it is.
And Dash, did you want to give?
I need to give
the
him
injury report.
Is there an injury report?
Well, Vincenzo was asked.
There we go.
I just know how you're like the knees and ACL or whatever.
That's
you're
fine.
like,
Danilo is not on the roster for today. He is not healthy for it today, so he is not recovered.
Hamstring injury. Early December. It still says he's week to week, I guess is the best way of saying it. He was a maybe, but then leading up, he was a definite no. So maybe next game, maybe not.
Yeah. So I'm listening to the Paramount Plus stream right now, and I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I'm gonna talk about this, and I'll have you guys talk about it.
I wish I had Paramount Plus just so I knew what you guys were talking.
Because some of the comments that these people make it's just insane. Like one of the anchors is going at Mike Grella saying, "Oh, look at that celebration that Dusan did. He did this, blah 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 blah, because you jinxed him and stuff." I'm like, and then Grella's like, "Okay, he scored a goal that he should have." And he's doing the keep talking celebration to people because he did his job. So my issue with people kind of like glorifying the celebration that he did is like, you do this for one goal, and then if he disappears for 5 months, then you just look stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, none of these guys think about that shit. It's all instant glory for them, though. I mean, realistically,
it's just like I said it here on stream. Congratulations, he scored. Awesome, nice. Now do it again. I mean, 85 million's worth.
He did that, but he's going to be out for the next 5 games because he hurt his back.
Yeah, he hurt his back now, guys. Like simmer down.
Hurt his back. No more Dusan. This is the last game for Dusan. Hurt back.
Let's hope not. Like we always think like we
mess with him because of it. But I mean, realistically, like I'd rather have him be healthy and play.
Milik and Moretti are warming up though. Sandro.
I think Moretti's going to sub in Hans.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because like my issue is, and I'm not saying that Hans played poorly or anything like that. I think this wasn't the game for Hans to cut his teeth into.
But it's not dictated by it's dictated by injuries. It's not the best time, but we had to do it regardless. I feel and despite how negative you're obviously being against my boy, I won't take it to heart. No, I it's not the best game, but he hasn't been the reason for the fuck ups. There's a few.
No. Rugani was 100% responsible for that goal. 100%.
Aside from the goal, there was a number of times where McKennie and Rabiot had an easy square pass to him, and they did some weird calling pass, little dink over, little chip over the top that went to get put in a precarious situation. I feel like the players themselves don't have a lot of trust in him, and that's kind of.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's issue. That's what the issue is with me. If you're playing him out there, why not utilize him, right? Like he's there, let him move the ball, let him get some touches, let him build some confidence off the play. That's the one thing, and maybe people didn't understand me correctly when I was saying it on the initial stream, but it's like it's almost like, so remember Marley Ake in the Fiorentina Coppa Italia match in Florence where he started for the first 45 and nobody passed him the ball whatsoever. So it's like It's the same thing that I'm seeing here with Hans. Like, give him the ball, guys. Stop. And the players got to keep it simple. Stop trying to do these crazy weird touches because Rabiot nearly turned it over in front of the box as well. So it's like, trust the guys around you, relax, and try to keep those tackles under control because they got way too excited with some of these tackles too. And Goose is saying the more goals Doosan scores close to the winner market, the better chances we have of Atletico taking them off our hands. Yeah, possibly.
So Nikki C, 11 for 12, accurate passes, 0 for 2 crosses, 0 for 1 tackles 1. Sal's coming in. We're about to kick off though, so
Yeah, we're about to go back to. I'm about to head on out. The game's about to start back up again.
Quick, speak your piece.
I hope my prediction is wrong. That's all I gotta say.
we hope so as well. Here is kickoff.
All
Guys,
right.
we're going to get back to it. Thank you. We'll get everyone back here, of course, for the post-game call-in show. All right, I must get the scoreboard going again. Please bear with me as I do that.
Colin got the Chinese wish flag in the back. Oh, come on, JC. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. All right, I'll update the time and everything. I'll sync it back up.
So let's see how they come out. Let's see if Inter try to control the tempo or the play again, or let's see if Juve try to take the game over to Inter. But definitely, I think we've gone through their defense. We've attacked their defense, so there shouldn't be a reason why we don't get a goal and win this.
Let's do it. We are synced. 45-55.
I'm at 46:03.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
I can't.
5 seconds.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. Just this terrible app will not let me sync with you. All right. Mistouch number 3 for Dusan, and Allegri pushes him back out into the field. You actually updated. I was just being petty.
Oh, man. Come say I don't have a wish. Anything, you little
Balloompa. You guys, Colin and JC are the definition of a proper marriage couple. They love each other, but they also love to strangle each other at the same time.
It's a hate relationship.
Oh,
it's
beautiful. It's entertaining as all hell. And back with the startup of play.
Yeah, as we just totally deflect because we're nervous for the last 45 minutes of this one.
I know. We're trying to make it comedic.
We're freaking out. Bradmer looking to clear up to Gatti. Gatti to Nicky C. Over the top and out of bounds.
You know what I'm thinking? Game plan for this, because you and I will never be able to sync because Paramount Plus is a garbage app, and I hope no one ever gets sponsored by them. I'll let you call the play-by-play, and I'll commentate on the plays that you're calling, so I'm not spoiling something for you.
I'll do whatever you want me to, man.
All right. Because if I say, oh my gosh, great, nice pass by Rabiot, and then 5 seconds later, you're like, oh yeah, you got it.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was amazing. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh no. Oh man.
More beautiful than Rabiot's passing is Rabiot's mother.
Oh come on, that's a saint. She's a patron saint.
Gatti to Vlahovic. Oh, Vlahovic does hold it up this time.
Some good touches there. What has he been doing lately? P90X?
Do people still do that?
No, it's Pelotons now. People
are with the Pelotons.
Yeah, like Peloton's apparently like the biggest thing now for workouts.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people pay like almost $1,000 for a Peloton, and like the craziest thing about it is just buy a fucking bike.
Yeah, you can just get the app and use any bike.
Yeah, just buy a bike.
Yeah, that's whatever. There I am at it now, though. Almost gets through, cleared off the line.
So it looks like,
yeah,
it looks like Juve are trying to get the ball to Hans. So it looks like they're kind of adjusting the way that they're going. I think maybe they were being a little bit conservative the first half because they didn't want to throw him under the bus if he fucked up in a sense. So I think they look like to get him a little bit more involved, but Inter definitely controlling tempo, controlling the ball here, and it's not good.
Maybe they gave him some of Moretti's smelling salts to amp him up.
Oh man, don't do drugs, kids.
No, smelling salts are okay. It's a hockey player thing.
It's ammonia.
It's
They gave him
I
the
don't know
Vicks.
what it is. It's
They
salt.
gave him the Vicks vapor rub. They just
Yeah,
shoved
it's like
vapor rub
that.
in his nose.
Gotti trying to track back. Barella, little back heel. Mkhitaryan crosses in, and it goes straight to deck.
See, that play right there is a little bit concerning because Barella should not be drawing Gotti all the way out to the touchline and leaving McKennie to defend. And that there. So this is not good. This is what Inter's trying to do right now is they're trying to pull away our center backs from the actual play itself. They're trying to isolate them and keep them on their own. So hopefully our center backs understand that and kind of adjust what they're trying to do a little bit more just to be on the safer side here. But that was a good hold-up play by the Ducey boy.
Yes, Ducey looking a little bit better today, of course, with the goal. Rabiot to somebody.
That's a very poor tackle. Now it's Hans and Lautaro here. And Lautaro's
yeah, he's just brushing him off at this point. Dumfries trips it up.
I believe it's a handball.
That looks like a handball to me.
Yeah.
And it just get whistled down.
I think they figured out how to skin Gotti here. And I think Inter have essentially figured out the weak point of the back line. And did Lautaro get hit in the nuts?
Apparently. Must have brushed up there.
Interesting.
Looks a little uncomfortable, if you know what I'm saying, but
he hit him in the dick.
He plays it off.
Why? Why'd you kick me in the dick? Colin says, how classless do you have to be to fake a nut shot? I don't think you can. Yeah. I'm going to say, if you get hit in the nuts, you know you got hit in the nuts. That was not, he got hit in the nuts. Either that or just hit the stump.
Wrist. Sal saying it's the wrist. I don't know. Maybe it brushed up. Who's to say?
Yikes.
I get Tony off that kick and turtle there for real, CO.
I love how he instigates. It's funny. Competro always instigates with something. And you'll see this shortly, but Cuadrado is warming up.
Yes, I knew we were going to see him. He's healthy for 30 minutes.
I'm kind of curious if he gets booed or if he doesn't get booed. That's the one thing.
I don't know if I'd boo him. I wouldn't boo him.
I mean, if he contributes to a goal or an assist, I'm pretty sure he gets booed.
I don't know. Maybe.
Doosan, relax, man. Stop slapping the ground. You missed a header. Chill.
Is that number 4?
That's not number 4.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
Got excited.
But, that's one of those things, man. You got to relax. Chill.
DeMarco Thuram doesn't find the slot. Kenny doesn't get it out to Nicky, gets pushed over by DeMarco. That gets whistled down.
And that is a very good play there. Just like Colin said, good play by Hans over there. Good foul drawn, everything. Looks like, I'm hoping, it's looking like he's starting to settle into it. I hope he can get more balls. Because let the kid do what he can do. The kid's proven it. So it's just, I think the team's got to see that he can do it. Because I'm concerned right now that a lot of players see Hans open, but they're kind of deferring, and that's kind of irritating me a little bit because it's trial by fire, man. You got to let the kid sink or swim. He's played Serie A football for Salernitana. It's not like he hasn't touched it. It's not his first ever Serie A match. So I don't know. It might be Allegri that's scheming in that. I don't know, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world here. Let the kid play.
Rabiot pushing up the left. He's held up a little bit. Here's Kostic. Leads it off to Rabiot. Andrew trying to strip it, but here's Chiesa. Ooh, the flick on doesn't quite work, but Nicky looking for space. Stripped of the ball.
That's bad awareness on him there.
Yeah, that was bad. McKennie does get it back, but Nicky loses it to DeMarco again. Couple of bad looks by Nicky C now. He's chasing the game at this point. Coming down the left, and Marco crosses in, and it's too heavy, and it rolls out for a goal kick.
Not if it's Inter.
Too much shrinky face palming. Yeah, not a really good passage of play for Hans in past few moments. A bit rattled. It's all right. It's all right. He looks like he's still calm, has his wits about him. See what he does from here on out. So 55 minutes. Perhaps the last 5 minutes or so that we see him. Moretti's still warming up on the sidelines. Yes, of course. A lot of pressure for the young guy. He's 23. He's not super young. Like Moretti's younger by a few years, right? So perhaps we should expect him to be performing, but a bit later of a bloomer than Moretti as well, not the same person. So Vlahovic trying to pressure on with Chiesa. Juve are playing a little bit high right now. Let's hope they don't get burned with it. Nicolosi not committing to a foul or to a foul or the tackle. Kenny though tracking back. Good work rate again from him. Nicky sees for it, doesn't get there either. Inter midfield scheming up right now. Juve can't touch the ball. Just teasing them. Colin doesn't like Dash's takes on Nicky C currently. Dash is a bit of an asshole.
I kind of am an asshole, but it's the awareness there where Thrum just kind of walks up to him and just pokes it out of him.
Yeah, I know that one in particular was bad.
Hey, you should see the people on Twitter. Everyone's calling for the poor kid's head. I'm not.
Yeah, the Paramount Plus thing, you can't sync no more. They probably found out that people were syncing the stream, muting it, and then watching YouTube channels.
They're like, you have to listen to our garbage commentary.
You will listen to former YouTube stars just like me and you that know absolutely nothing what we're talking about, but now get paid to do it for reals.
Yeah, I know, right? I think I've dunked on Paramount too many times for them to consider giving me a gig, even though I would never move to New York. No offense to all New York folk here.
I couldn't live there, I don't think. I've visited there a couple times. Like, it's cool for a visit. I wouldn't live there.
Too tight and packed for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm an open fields guy.
Mm-hmm. I like it nice and loose, a little bit of breeze between the legs.
Oh, yeah.
Tack trying to play it long. It doesn't work out. Ooh, but nice by Kostic to win it back. Gives it away.
Colin wants to know why you're drinking water.
I've explained this. I don't drink while I'm commentating because I start slurring. Because you got to speak too fast and you can't, and like your head slows down a little bit too, and there's like, nah.
What's that pass?
I can't say Charlie as it is.
Jeremy's moving this ball really funny. It would be a really fun thing, a drunk Dave on commentary. I could just imagine your cheeks being red. You're just like, no, why are you missing that pass? I love you, man.
Start making out with my microphone.
I know.
NES Tecmo really wants the Italian commentary. Oh, Vlahovic takes it off the face. Now he's dribbling with it down the right side. Steps over nobody. He gets pushed over. No foul.
He did get bodied there. Use that body. Jesus
Vlasic
Christ.
is yelling instead of running. He is doing all the work. What do we say?
Again, this is my issue with Dusan. He's looking at the linesman, yelling at him.
Still
Dusan,
yelling at him.
you post pictures of Instagram of your six-pack. Use your fucking six-pack.
The only six-pack we got around here is what Colin got at halftime.
Fair, but holy hell, man. Like, that is the biggest bitch move ever. Is like, look at me, I'm so fucking yoked. And then it's just like, and then you get bodied like it's nobody's business.
All right, Dash, somebody's complimenting us. Be happy for a little bit. Thank you, Arslan. We appreciate it.
Anytime. This is a little bit of a rated R stream, so it is not kid friendly, but we try to keep it fun.
If you want kid friendly, just turn the audio up on Paramount Plus. Because it might not be good, but it's good for your children.
Yeah, it's good to teach them how not to be a commentary.
Okay, so Bone saying, take the kid off and put the man Keen on. Yes, Mr. Keen.
Saul says, engage the core.
Cultures can get into the opposition half. If we don't create anything from the middle, we won't do anything. The problem is their midfield increased intensity too. Yeah, but Locatelli coming on for Nicky C. The Warrior. Manuel Locatelli with the broken ribs. Let's see what he's got in him tonight.
This will definitely change the way that Juve attack. So you'll be able to see, or not Hans, you'll be able to see Kostic move up on the left now. Because I think Kostic was being conservative to compensate for Hans. And this isn't me saying anything bad about Hans, but...
Yeah, this is something they do. You're right. The American announcers always treat audiences as if it's their first soccer game. Yeah, they treat you like idiots. Okay, people seem like they're happy that Loca's in. We're all happy. I hope he doesn't aggravate what he might still have.
JC says, F them kids.
Yeah.
And then Arslan says, no kids. Wife is asleep. Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Colin, of course. Bringing spirits down. Matt on Loca.
No one invited a party pooper because they didn't invite you. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a big upgrade over Hans. He is still chasing. Vlahovic looks like he's put out of his place to have to run a little bit.
He's like, I need to run? What? No tap-ins?
Can be also collecting their ball here deep and crosses out to Locatelli. He distributes it out. I was a bit concerned about that pass going central, but Loca looking good, collects it again here and slows the play down and calms things down. A change, yes. What we got? What?
You see it? You hit him in the nuts.
No, I didn't see now because I was trying to.
Oh man, Dusan doesn't even look. Tries to split the pass open, hits Barella right in the nuts.
You were laughing. I was looking at you trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, that's
I missed
hilarious.
It. Missed it, but they take the play on quickly again here.
He doesn't even look. He tries chipping it out wide and hits Barella straight in the dick.
Oh man. Okay, so you play with the ball. Good little string possession here. Until
I'm sorry, guys. That play was funny as hell.
big turnover there.
No,
he does cut it out. Cambiasso chips it up. Ooh, McKennie doesn't keep it in. I thought he did. Romano cheese, but wants to see Euro 2020 version. Oh, love Romano cheese.
I love cheese.
What? Am I not getting this reference?
Talking about Locatelli, I think.
Do you agree that Kostic has been much better defensively? You think he would be ready for left back in a four-man defense at some point? Ooh, that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know.
X-Files. Play that music. No, you never know. Maybe that might be something Allegri's trying to do is convert him into a left back.
It's not
Possibly,
a huge stretch. I don't know if he's quite
possibly
ready, but yes, I think
possibly.
it could be a thing. I don't know how much I buy
It's okay.
it,
It's okay. Brella didn't feel anything. No comment. you guys are diabolical, and I love every minute of it.
Oh, nice little flick by McKennie there to Cambiasso on the right. Loca crossing it deep. Chiesa on the left side now. What does he do?
So, moral of the story, I guess Loca needs to play injured because that's how he plays really solid.
Yeah. Ball's cleared. Bremer with it. Gotti. That's not a foul. That's not. Okay, that was a foul. He pushed him.
Rewind that a minute. Why did Gotti do that? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's that bricklayer push right there too.
That's a hockey check.
He laid him out.
They did. You sit down.
He laid him like he lays his bricks.
Going on about Kostic here. If you make him concentrate on a single task with a bit of overlapping on the left with the winger, why not? I just don't think he's 100% there defensively. Sure, he's getting better playing with Allegri.
Yeah, I still think
I don't know.
That was poor decision making from Gotti there. It's lucky that was a foul because if you lost possession there, that would have been a nasty counterattack. Like nasty. I think what's happening now is Gotti and Cambiasso are interchanging roles between wingback and center back. That's what it looks like because now Cambiasso's in the middle.
Trying to overload that wing, make them think a little bit. Perhaps. Well, here's some old man jokes coming on the chat. Of course, we're going to throw everything up there.
When there you, Grandpa. Oh, go there. I don't know. I can't read.
Yeah, he's correcting himself. People typing on their phones.
So I think, though, despite us kind of having a laugh and all, we're getting towards the 70th minute. Like we kind of need to do something. Like we're laughing, we're having a good time. Come on, I need you to do something. Ah, man, I have way too much energy for this.
Vlahovic just held some dudes up again. All right. I kind of feel bad having the counter this game because he might have done more good than bad.
Embrace the core.
But we're still going to count because we're committed.
Strike first. Strike hard. No mercy. That's what he has to do. That's what I need Dusan to start doing. I need Dusan to deck somebody. I will take back all the trash talking I've given Dusan if he decks somebody in the face. Just want him to just punch somebody. Punch someone, take his shirt off, punch the dude, take his shirt off, and just start flexing his abs.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I know. I'm gonna make a poll. We're making a poll.
How do you do that on here?
You gotta.
Or do you have to go on YouTube?
You can just you gotta go right on YouTube. I think. I say this and now I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, hey, Barella, what is he doing? What is Barella doing?
Barella is faking it. Is he faking it? Faking it. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious. My bro's like cycling, like doing cycles.
Barella, Lautaro. Who else do we hate?
Inzaghi.
Inzaghi. I think Darmian's always an ugly fuck too, though. But nobody really cares. Let's put him in. Screw it. I'm pretty sure I spelled some of these things wrong as well. Sue me. I don't care.
Are you making a poll in the chat, or are you making a poll on like the
In the
page?
chat. Yeah. Yeah, it's there. Let us know. It's there. Who's the most punchable? Barella, Lautaro, Inzaghi, and Darmian.
Well, this is an interesting substitution that's about to happen. So Dumfries for Cuadrado, and someone let me know if he's getting booed, because I can't hear shit. Yeah, he's getting. Oh yeah, he's getting.
I think it's a mix. It's a mixed reception.
No, it's a boo. Definitely a lot of booing.
There's some booing.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. It looks like it's Cuadrado versus Kostic. So that
Okay, it's between Barella and Lautaro right now. Yeah, StreamYard really does have to integrate the polls and stuff into the studio.
Oh, what a nice guy, Lautaro. Fair play.
Oh, that is nice of him helping Cambiasso up. Yeah. Arslan laughing at Cuadrado. He's just past his prime, right? Like, never really had an issue. He was just overused, and
that doesn't really help Inter. That's what I find interesting.
It's just fresh legs.
Are they really though?
Well, we'll see. We will see. 71 minutes. It is still locked at 1. Vlahovic with 3 errors and 1 goal.
I do hate being that guy, but I think we need some substitutions on the front line.
Agreed. Late game action, perhaps. We'll see what happens as Vlahovic puts up the cleats. He got away with that one, I think. Loka holding off his man, doing well. And Cherby is the latest in the string of injured players to cry on the ground. From Mac there. Little shove. Still like Pineda as a person, but it's a bad decision joining Murda. He was just getting paid. It was the highest profile team. I'm giving the best contract. Got to stay in Italy, you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's Scudetto contender. There's Kostic with a bit of a turn. Nice. Loka. Wide Cambiasso.
That gets deflected into Jan Sommer's hands.
Young Summer. What's your sub suggestions? Oh, substitution suggestions. Keen for sure, I think. Have a way Illing. You can put Illing in to get some action going. Not as good defensively, though. So I don't know if I'd put him in quite yet.
I do think, though, it's interesting because someone mentioned it. I think Chiesa's kind of ghosted this half.
Yeah. There he is now, though. He gets tripped up. There's a foul. Yeah, we got to get in their heads a little bit more. More of that stuff. Can someone tell Inter stop over-simulating on each foul? It's like telling... I'm trying to think of a good analogy here that won't offend somebody. Anyways, I can't think of something. I can't think of anything that won't offend a person on the fly. So we'll move on. The boos for Quadrado are loud.
Yikes.
Cascade of boos. Can Chiesa please do something? Has he even touched the ball in the second half? Yildiz for Chiesa.
Colin says that Turk is a douchebag too.
Yildiz?
Oh, I guess so. Oh man, every time Quadrado's catching the ball or touching it, he's just getting harassed.
That's rough, yeah. He's got the ball now with throwing, and it's boos all around. It's like telling water not to be wet. Thank you, David, for being the political one in the chat this evening. And Bremer just face palming. Yeah, there it is. There's
Damn. The whole crowd celebrating like he scored a goal.
Andrew got that telenovela acting.
They're really good at that.
Oh boy.
Holy smokes, man. Lautaro looked like he got shot. Like, seriously, man? Like, are these guys seriously that soft?
Oh my. This is why Americans hate
Like, he
soccer.
got shoved and he looked like he got shanked. Like, I understand tactical fouls, but some of this shit is ridiculous.
Oh my.
Like, at this point, if I'm Juve, I'm just falling at anything. Like, honestly, that is like that's Bush League. Gosh, man, this kind of frustrates me if we end up tying this game. Like, what is this? Bremer and Thuram are like hugging each other at this point.
Oh, just a bit of man love there. We come away with it though, and it goes out. Turnover, of course. Earthland saying the momentum and energy got us the first goal. They just need to push themselves for another. Absolutely. Let's see it. David saying, dude, what the fuck would Dorado go in to tackle like Juve did something to his mama? Do you not remember how he did that with us?
They took the bag away from her. Panita just doesn't look right. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Nobody looks right in a
Nobody looks right when you're wearing that.
Okay, so 10 votes. You guys are done voting, I guess. Just 10 of you. Is that all we're getting?
Oh shit! I forgot. You guys remember to like the stream too.
And do that. Absolutely. Like it.
We're
40%, Lataro 50%, Inzaghi 10%. So that's 4, 5, and 1 people because only 10 will be voted. End poll. I expect better next time. Ellie, your comments are better. I like it. Keep on trashing them.
What's the over under of a red card this game?
Colin, hit us up. I know you know the money lines on all these things. Ooh, is there gonna be more yellows coming out?
Yeah, there's gonna be a shit ton of stuff. Man, what?
Oh, wow.
How?
Look at that. Wow, he did a little pirouette there. Everything.
I'm so confused. What is that? What in the ass?
This football match is making me hungry. Let's go. Let's bag one. I can go smash a bag of Doritos or something. Oh, okay.
This is kind of frustrating because, like, outside of that counterattack, Inter have not been, like, they've had possession, but nothing out of it.
Ooh, bad by Inter. Big giveaway. Here's Chiesa with some space. He slows it down, though. Why is he slowing it down? Cutting in, cutting wide. And gives it away centrally. Ooh. Kostic gets the yellow.
He did that on purpose. Oh, he did that on purpose.
Man, clipping the heels.
He did that on purpose. Oh, he so did that on purpose.
Oh, and it's on quad as well.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
Yep.
All right, Chiesa being
Probably
subbed
getting
off
stuck.
for Milik, Keane for Vlahovic,
Both of them.
which is
Both of them.
I'm fine with that substitution because in the second half those two have been out of it.
All right, guys, 10 minutes. Just freaking rip this one. Oh, man. Just random pictures coming into the game.
Oh, see, look at that. Aw, Chiesa and Dusan are hugging Allegri, just like everyone who keeps saying that those guys have destroyed them. Oh, no.
Goals and assists, you
And
know.
then,
They did things. They did do things.
Arslan says in FIFA Manager, I bought Barella to join Juve just to bench him the whole season and then sell to a random club. Oh, that is petty, and I love it. JC said, did he do it on purpose, Dash? Oh, I think so, because Cuadrado cleated him earlier, so he kind of nicked him there. All right, we're going full cheese.
Seems that way.
I can't stand 80-minute subs. Brace yourself.
This is what we do. This is the Allegri way.
I agree with the subs. I just don't agree with the time. Because now 10 minutes to get a cheese goal is going to be very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Tis what it is. Colin saying 100% it was on purpose. Cameron Boko still spamming Yildiz and Sam in the chat like it's going to happen, but it's not.
I'm sorry. The boos when the ball goes to Cuadrado get me every fucking time. That's funny.
Augusto crossing in, and Kostic gets enough on it.
That's a little bit of a janky call by the linesman there.
A little bit.
I don't
Looks
think it
like
went
a
out.
goal kick, though.
Yeah, that didn't go out. I don't think that went out.
It was close, but we don't quite have the line.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. Yeah.
David loves our crowd right now.
Good.
Because they're trashing quad, or just because they're loud in general?
They're loud, for sure.
Kevin doesn't have it because Kevin went home at the half because he has a baby now, and that's all he was allowed. Ooh, Gatti gets a corner. Gets a corner at least.
Really bad touch. That's a really... No, he doesn't. It's a goal kick.
No, really? Come on.
No, it goes right off his quad.
Oh, it does too. It does too.
That's a very...
Aslani is coming on for Inter.
See, I don't know how I feel about that. Aslani's Albanian, but he plays for Inter.
Or Shalong.
Yeah, JC is saying if Gatti didn't have the touch of him. I think they're a lot more smoother than that, but all right. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Oh, man. We usually PG it at around the touch of a bus, but
sure.
Pedophiles it is. Okay. Aslani, the latest of a string of pedophiles to enter the pitch. No, I shouldn't say that. He's not. I'm just saying that because he's in an Inter jersey. So I kind of mean it, but don't.
Damn, look at all the flags and banners. Holy smokes.
7 minutes left. Bremer to Keane to Inter. Martinez picks that up now, and Quad and Keane with a big
Keane smokes him. Damn, everybody just fucking hates Cuadrado.
Oh my.
That's like some like that. Like, could you imagine if Bonucci was playing? I bet you all of them would tackle the shit out of him too.
God. That's rough.
Hey, and we said this back then. I'm telling you, man, I think a lot of people hated him, like players on the roster, because you don't tackle him like that if you're cool with him.
Wow, like he went airborne. How did he not get a card on that even? Like that was intentional. Lined up. Wow. This is hilarious.
I know, I'm enjoying every minute of it. But we seriously need to get a goal here, though.
Yeah, we do. Guys, it's serious. Did we not say at the halftime that this was a serious match?
I know.
Oh, we got away with one there. Good foot. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the ultras, they're not even there to watch the match. They're there to be drunk and stoned and just a hooligan in general, just yelling at things, waving flags, standing up for a cause that they believe in. They usually have no idea what's going on. Oka almost got stripped, but does get it out to Cambiasso. As Colin says, the midfield is rubbish the last 10 minutes.
Keane is not looking good either.
Are you British all of a sudden? It's rubbish? What am I talking smack? I'm talking smack about Inter.
Yeah, Inter's happy to sit back now with 5 minutes left till the result, force a mistake. Juve are going to have to go for broke because, to me, drawing this game is just as much as a loss.
McKennie getting held back as well to get the pass off with Gatti now. Inter starting to lock her down and tighten the hatches. And was it batten down the hatches?
Batten down the hatches.
Batten down the hatches. People saying Kostic ain't a defender, but okay. Are you going back to like the fullback comment? Yeah, nobody likes Quad. It's clear. He has no friends.
Yeah, Inter's beating us 8 attempts to 4 on targets, are 4-1.
They are going to need to increase that. That cross shot is collected easily by
10. They can only increase so much with like 4 minutes left.
Well, do it once.
Yeah,
Do it. 1-1. 3 minutes. Not too much extra time, I'm going to presume either.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably a minute or two, but
a couple minutes. They have the changes.
That's interesting. So he's throwing on. So it looks like there's a substitution. Anatovic and Fratesi are both coming on. So I'm assuming that he's putting in Anatovic for a cheese goal.
Yeah, goal. He is great at those.
Barella for Fratesi and Thuram for Anatovic. So he's definitely going for a cheeser to win this. I'm just really disappointed with our midfielders that they're not really driving the ball forward or doing anything. It's frustrating. Like, great defensively, we've done well, but outside of that one error, but at the same time, it's just like, damn it. And then we have a substitution here.
It's just Colin's going on a rant again.
So who else is being subbed here? 11 for 12. Who's our number 12? Oh boy, Alexandro's coming in for Kostic. I can see
why not, man?
I can see the entire world just light on fire right now.
Why not at this point? Let's do it, Sandro. Let's see what you got. It's a couple minutes. There's still one substitution in it. Interesting. Still one more substitution to be had.
I think
89 minute.
Yeah, I think mentally in my head, I think Juve have thrown this for a draw. I'm not really thrilled, but it is what it is.
Still a long season.
Yeah, it's
We'll talk. Whatever. We'll talk about it. Let's got a few more minutes here.
Sandro versus Quadrado. I just realized that.
Floating.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Who would have thought, eh? This is what training would have looked like. I mean, I think he means heaters, but heaters, sure. We're all a bunch of heaters.
That was a scorpion touch by Keen.
What? Keen, you dog.
This is yikes.
This ping
Quadrado
pong.
versus Sandro. We got it. Oh my god, Quadrado cooked him.
Oh man.
He cooked Sandro. Holy shit.
Oh man, Sandro.
Keen just smoked him again.
And there's a whistle.
Damn.
So fouls that Keen again, fouling
Keen
quad.
trucked him.
Attaboy, buddy.
Keen trucked him. That's hilarious. Yeah, damn, Keen hit him.
Well, we're in extra time.
I mean, Sandro did follow him right after on the follow-up. Like, that is a foul. Like, Sandro outstretched his leg and everything.
Quad is taking this kick. Cleared up. Rabio pushes it out for a deep
Rabio's
throw.
got the armband. Wow.
He does. Yep.
I always forgot about that.
Tense final few
The security
minutes.
guard's waving at the camera. He's like, hey, Mom. Hey. Oh, boy.
Throws in.
Come on, Tech. Why are you holding it, Tech?
Play that out, guys.
Tech, come on. What are you doing? Oh, that's frustrating. I'm so annoyed about this.
Yeah, we are playing for the draw at this point. I think it's clear.
Yeah, that's super frustrating. Okay, Rabio draws a foul, but
Keeps it tight. I mean, a draw right now, still 2 points to enter, 4 points ahead of Milan. Oh, people likes my shirt. Thanks, man. Looking Christmassy. Really? I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Colin with his Oompa comments here. Mkhitaryan yelling at somebody. I don't know. Kenny puts a foot in there. Gatti sliding in. Ball goes out. Another throw. Allegri yelling. He still has his tie and jacket on, though. He has not begun the undressing ceremony.
I would have.
One more minute. Sandro with the ball.
Ah, good Lord.
Yeah, the substitutions have been non-existent.
The whole squad's been non-existent this second half.
The final seconds tick away as we sit here.
Yeah, Inter have the ball. Inter's gonna close this out. This is infuriating.
Keen slide tackle. No. Lagani heads away. Sandro clears it up the field. Milik looking to collect. Sorta. Rabio, maybe. Here's Loca. There's the foul, though. So
That's
we are
frustrating.
in extra bonus time,
That's frustrating.
and the game is over.
That's
1-1.
frustrating.
1-1. She ends in a very tentative draw. Rip the lines open.
I'm gonna take a boomer break.
Boomer break. Boomer break. Boomer breaks. All right, so Dash is actually taking a break from once. I still got to do it myself because
I know.
boomery-er. Oh man, he looked rough, didn't he? He looked rough. Got all zoomed in on him. 1-1. What do you guys think about that? If you want, I am going to put the invite right now. You can all join in. Everyone is welcome. No strings attached, other than play by the YouTube community standard rules. Blah blah blah. You know the jazz. Be nice, play nice, scream a little bit if you want, especially at Colin. He's probable. Yeah, there he is. And Bones. Colin, what's going on, Bones?
What up, big guy?
How do you feel?
It's the first place team into Milan. The only negatives I can draw from that on the Juve side would be our midfield. But it's the beating the dead horse kind of commentary where we talk about how we don't make incisive passes and that kind of stuff. I think for Caviglia, for a first game, you're more looking for a guy that doesn't make mistakes than to see if he can do anything to press up. Now, obviously, he didn't do anything offensively for us, but I don't think he also created mistakes too. So for me, I think it's a successful start for him.
Is that Colin or Dash that's got the sirens?
No, I think that was someone else.
No, that's me.
Oh, jeez. Living up in the hood of Ottawa.
There's a fire truck. Someone's burning to death, and you're making jokes.
I know. So, I don't know. I'm a little bit irritated because they came into our house and they pulled a point back. That's what irritates me. It's like, yeah, when we look at the holistic thing on the table, it's like, oh yeah, hunky dory, it's not that big of a deal, but we play all of our rivals at home the first half of the season. And then the second half, we're playing all of these matches away.
A champion team needs to win away from the home base.
I know.
If we can't do that, then we don't deserve it to begin with.
I know, but it's just the issue that I have with this is yes, Inter respected us, but it's almost like we didn't really respect ourselves in the second half. We kind of turtled the second half. There wasn't really much that we created or anything that we did in the second half.
But bro, are you surprised though, man? Are you surprised that an Allegri coach team did that? I'm not.
I was a little bit shocked that we opened up guns a-blazing and then we conceded and then we're just like, nope, we're done.
Yeah, exactly. Allegri either doesn't trust the people that he's got or he's handcuffing people. And I think it's a little column A, a little column B.
But for example, the Chiesa miss, would you consider that?
The Chiesa miss? That's just one more check on my chalkboard as to why I'm not if he gets sold and my heart's not gonna be broken.
I know, you're just it was funny, while it was halftime, I was reading a report or a comment somewhere and someone was saying, this is why Juve want to sign Domenico Berardi in January because of misses like that. I was just laughing my ass off.
No, if we sign Berardi, it's to change formation. It's not to cover for any misses from Chiesa because Berardi's not exactly prolific.
No. JC says the Popo are looking for you. So Frankie, what's up, buddy?
There's a little fucking a little tired of the game. It was pretty funny seeing Cuadrado get his shit beat, but fucking post game first comment I fucking even hear from Paramount Plus is fucking Marco fucking. I swear Colin's right. That man is a fucking closeted Inter fan, bro, because he's talking about he thinks it's a fair result, but he thinks Inter should have won. Bro,
Marco is a douchebag. Marco is the consummate douchebag. He has a cooked spaghetti for a spine, that guy. When they first started, like 6-7 years ago, they did things very like Dave and Dash, gave their opinion off the cuff kind of stuff. As soon as they started making clothes, and this guy's like pursing his lips every time he's taking pictures with his modeling career, the Calcio stuff, he just went straight to whatever his sponsors want. It's been completely different ever since he got Paramount.
You've been acting brand new.
That's just interesting. Like, really? Did Inter really deserve to win?
Not at all. Neither team are deserved to win.
Yeah.
Anybody who watched that has any type of spine knows that both teams played to tie that game.
If you have half a fucking brain, you can understand that both teams were fine with the draw. They were coming. They're going into that hopefully at that second half essentially saying, "Oh, if we score, cool. Otherwise, the draw's fine."
It's like a husband and wife that hate each other, but they're just okay with keeping together to split the mortgage costs.
No, they're just staying together for the kids type deal. It's like, oh,
it's not even the kids. The kids are moved out at this point. They're just like, whatever, it's easier.
For the taxes they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing it for the taxes.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's like offensively, outside of the counterattacking goal that they scored, was there a moment where like, oh shit, we're gonna concede? Like, I don't know. No, it wasn't there.
Only one I can think of is the back heel from Barella, but that's it.
And that was like not even a quarter chance, half chance.
Yeah, that's the only one I can even remember because there just wasn't any chances.
I don't understand that point of view that he's like, oh yeah, Inter deserved. They should have gone in there and got what?
They didn't look anything special. They had a couple looks, sure, but nothing like, oh, they're so good.
Like, if anything, the argument is if Chiesa can shoot properly, it's 2-1.
He can when he's farther away.
When he's on the left side of the field.
Yeah.
He can shoot on the left side of the field.
Even though when he plays on the left side of the field, he moves centrally and scores.
Ironically. I don't understand that argument that Paramount's making. And then it's like, Dusan does a great job in the first half, and then the second half is just... And then, like, was Chiesa active at all?
Yeah, he was a little bit.
Like after that goal, was he there?
No, man.
Like
when was he there? What do you remember from him?
I'm not saying it was anything substantial, but there was a couple plays he was involved in. We're talking Chiesa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have to say we're talking about Chiesa, you're like, that means you're
yeah, because he did get an assist. That's why I'm making sure, like, he did do something.
Yeah, no, we're saying that he went silent after that.
Yes, after that. Okay, second half, absolutely. And even then, yes, there was a couple plays I do recall, but nothing to write home about there.
I feel like we fielded a team full of ghosts today in that second half. Once that second half came, it was just a team full of ghosts.
Yeah.
We had no spine whatsoever.
And that's the breakdown. That's kind of really the breakdown, isn't it?
It's just the thing that's really irritating is that, like, Juve's like, we're going to sit back and just go for the draw. And Inter's like, okay, cool. Like, that's kind of like the temperament that I felt from that match, right? Because it's like Inter got points and they still maintain their lead. They don't care, right?
They don't give a shit, man. They got Champions League. They don't give a fuck about this draw.
Yeah, like this, it's like, okay, great, we got a point Inter in.
This is less shitty for Inter in a way.
It is. For us, it's terrible because remember, we're playing a lot of top teams at home. And Colin made the argument like champion teams win away from home as well, but not if we're struggling at home to really impose ourselves against, in my opinion, a very beatable Inter team. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, we're doing that with virtually no midfield.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm down with your choice of words on that. Do you think we're struggling to beat them, but we weren't struggling to play them?
No, they were struggling. No, they were struggling to play us. Like
there we go.
Oh,
Bones, we good?
Yeah, I just switched to my other headset.
There you go.
Yes, it
That other one's
Yeah, the other
junk.
one, I
Get
don't
rid
know
of
what's
it.
wrong. It wasn't working. Yeah, I guess so.
cook, Bones. You've been trying to talk all day, so cook.
No, but I was gonna say the same thing. Like the substitution at the 80th minute, that shows me too that you don't want to win this game. Like
No.
you're putting in someone with no. What the fuck is someone gonna do with 10 minutes?
80th minute subs are to rejuvenate the squad to maintain your current tactics. It's not to change sweet fuck all. Changing
Yeah,
tactics.
exactly. You're not trying to do anything here. You're just like, I guess we haven't done much, so we're just going to do this now. Like, I guess I should make a change. It's like you're not trying at that point.
No, we didn't really try. I think that's the whole thing that everyone's just kind of alluding to. That just the second half, the team showed up. I mean, we got a fairly quick and easy one. Inter had to respond, and then that was it. That's the game. It's over.
And like Inter only from what it looked like, Inter
Yeah,
only
it
tried to
frustrates me
respond, and
'cause,
then that's it.
Hold on, getting some lag.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
You just got to talk over Dash.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
Bones.
no, I was getting some lag, so I couldn't. Yeah. But I was gonna say that. God, now I lost my train of thought.
Manuel was
I'll chime in
phenomenal
in a
today.
bit.
Hasn't put a foot wrong. Well, for the half hour, he did pretty good for a guy with broken ribs.
No. Frankie said, I got to head out to do something. But he said, F you guys, I'm out.
Didn't even say goodbye.
Doesn't even say goodbye. It means he's dropping off fucking bags.
She must be hot.
Well, what I was going to say was, like, there's so many times that we come out, like, looking to attack, and as soon as they score on us, Legger's like, oh, no, we can't do this no more. We gotta come back. None of that anymore. I can't lose. It's like, it's like, bro, go for it.
This is very much an Allegri-esque. We're looking at the long game. We can secure the current standings. I mean, this isn't the worst result. It's not what we wanted, but we also didn't lose. If we lost, it would almost be catastrophic in a sense. You're really giving Inter the momentum to run away with it. This way, we still keep the pressure on. Like right now,
Debatable.
everyone's still in the game. Like Milan's still in the game. So we'll see. It's exciting. It still stays exciting.
Yeah, it just frustrates me. It's every single time someone, I guess, scores or hurts us a little, Allegri's like, no more. We can't. Like he's so scared to get punched in the face, and he doesn't ever want to throw a punch back.
But that again, I mean, not to repeat myself, but that's the root cause of my beef with Allegri is that he does not instill any type of like mental fortitude in the team, and you see it all the time, man. And I don't want to hear about the Champions League games like 6 years ago. It was a ready-made team, like with the players that he's brought in or he's helped bring in. Because I don't want to hear how he also didn't approve any of the players brought in from previous regimes. He hasn't been able to either coach or bring in someone who can coach mental fortitude, because it is something that you can teach. Some people are born with it, and some people just need to have that kick in the ass to get that rolling. And he cannot do it, man. He can't.
Does seem to be lacking, but Locatelli, I mean, fortitude there coming back.
Yeah, and it's not to say that. Yeah, there's some players, but I think those guys, the guys you mentioned, are guys that have a natural confidence, a natural swagger.
Yeah, very true.
It's not we're not lacking that across the entire field, but
well, it's still interesting nonetheless. I'm going to bring up the Serie A table here because very tight, very tight. Let me bring it up. So, Inter 32 points, first place. Juve 30 points. Milan 26, Napoli 24, Roma 21, Atalanta 20 with Fiorentina. Those are the top 7. I mean, all within a game of each other, right? So any one of these teams go on a winning streak, one ahead, go on a bit of a losing streak, everything kind of changes up. So that's where I say strategic long-term thinking with Allegri. He still keeps the pressure on Inter. If he was to lose, then he's on the back heel in a sense. So it was almost like this was a Pyrrhic victory for Allegri from his point of view. I don't know. That's my take on it anyways.
I can see the dots that you're connecting. I don't disagree with that. It's just a matter of like I'm not really a fan of going about things that way. If that's
no, none of us are.
Yeah,
that's just the Allegri perspective.
Yeah, for
what
sure.
I'm trying to portray as. I mean, I can just be full of shit. Maybe Allegri's like, man, these guys are fucking junk. What's wrong with them? But
it's not a one-off. Right? It's not a one-off.
No,
yeah, I don't think these guys are junk, bro. I think there's times where I feel like you should give other players some chances and whatnot, so we can see what we can change and improve. And it's like, why are we always waiting for the last minute to play these youngsters? Like today, because we Locatelli has a broken rib, we're finally gonna play Nick, what's his name?
Hans Nicholas.
Yeah, Hans. You wait this long, and then you expect him to do something, but he doesn't have the time to build up with the squad to know what they want from him.
Yeah, his introduction into the first 11 should have happened maybe say 6 to 9 weeks ago. The fact that like we waited for Inter to put him, and then somebody like Dash is going to tear him down, it's ridiculous.
I didn't tear him down.
Vlad here saying, love how Max trolled the media by saying yesterday that they wouldn't play for a draw.
I know.
I deflected for you, Dash. But
the guys don't trust him for some reason because they're not giving him the ball.
100% agree with you.
Like that's not really a downplay on Hans. It's just for me that's frustrating. Why put him out on the field if you're not utilizing him?
But that's exactly it. Why did we? That's what where Bones and I see eye to eye on this is that why do we have these players on the field if they're always going to sit? You can say whatever you want about experience on the bench. Get out of here. He needs to have some playing time, and then to go thrust him into that. It's not even fair from the player's perspective to be basically frozen out, and then all of a sudden, oof, Inter, here you go. Hope you do all right. Like you're not setting a player up for success like that. And in essence, by not setting it, like you should want success for every single one of your players. So whether it be for gain in the table or financial gain down the road. But we're not even, we don't do that. Like we were so, and this is how you know we were playing for a draw. There are a few offensive players on that bench that can make a difference. And we did not see a thing. We literally got lucky with that Dusan goal. That was a little individual brilliance from Chiesa and Vlahovic. But otherwise, yeah, we were playing
more Chiesa.
Time. Yeah, definitely more Chiesa for sure. But other than that, we were playing for the draw.
But then Chiesa did nothing after that. He's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
He's not a piece of shit, but he can be used as a stepping stone to get us. Our most successful years of the past 15 years, or let's say 11 years, have been with a rotation of strikers. It was the midfield that got us somewhere. So let's say if I'll take, because I don't watch a lot of Ligue 1, let's just say Misak is right and Kefren Turem is the man and he's going to change everything. Why not? Who cares if we sell Chiesa and Dusan to fund this? They are not scoring. If we can get the ball played in areas where it's impossible for guys like Keane not to score, then no, sorry, we were lucky to create that chance. It wasn't a lucky goal per se. Yes, it took a lot of skill, Vlad, but that was based off of us creating something at one opportunity. Otherwise, without that opportunity, We are SOL, man.
And just to put the context for those just listening, Vlad said, "Hell nah, there was no luck at all." And that Dusan goal, that's a pure skill.
Well, I mean, it could be because he could have whiffed it like he normally does.
We're going after a Slav.
Oh, Habibi.
Habibi.
Oh, the Habibi.
We can't hear him.
Get your shit together.
You're not. Your mic's not. I think you're muted. You muted yourself. Check your audio settings. Hit the settings button on the thing.
Oh boy, we got another Bones coming
Now-
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
great, guys. So, even match very tactically adapt two of the best teams in the league by far, tactically, honestly, because they know how to adapt their teams. In both sides, we gave the ball to them, but we were trying to be direct. A lot of missed passes. Hans, it's like we were afraid to give him the ball, and he was. And if you noticed how many times he was targeted by a two-man press, every time they were trying to how a pack, like a wolf pack, trying to attack. Same thing was happening with Hans when he has the ball. So they're like, no, let's not give him the ball at the end for some reason. To not let him grow. But other than that, honestly, I didn't see anything from Inter. I didn't see anything from us a lot. It was very even, and both teams would rather draw than lose. So that was like that. They were like, let's fight another day. Let's see another day.
They would have.
And that's fine.
It's not be 0-0.
Yeah, it should have been 0-0. How they scored was a counterattack. How we scored was a counterattack.
Yeah.
Very similar goals. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Other than that, it was them crossing or we crossing and seeing what hits.
And what's the deal? No green screen today. Vlad is upset.
I don't have a green screen. I never had a green screen.
Well, you had the shitty...
Yeah, the background.
That's a background. That's from the
It would
app
look
itself.
good if you had a green screen.
Get him a
Fund
green
me
screen.
on
at this
GoFundMe.misak green screen.
We're all looking for handouts these days. Don't worry.
I didn't understand. I didn't expect more. I was expecting like 1-0 and not conceding. But that counter attack, everybody flopped from us. But they were great. Honestly, I cannot also blame them. Sadly they have a quality team. Okay, they have a quality team, and they made us pay because of an open space. And that's it. Even Stevens, and we go and see. Now, the most important match is the next match, which is against Monza, that we haven't won ever. I remember that.
Monza to Juve is like Macedonia to Italy.
Exactly. Like against Inter, I'm not going to be as afraid because I'm going to be against Monza, not because they're a great team, just because if they can they can pass that hurdle.
We got
out of the shadows, Jeff.
What's good, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. I saw second half snoozer like a complete.
Okay. First half was great. You missed the first half.
I know. The first half was what the first half was the two teams trying to win.
Yes.
And then the second half they just went for the tie. They were like,
exactly. They were like, okay, I'm not gonna overextend. You're not gonna overextend. Okay, let's just play it safe. Let's play it safe. But Cuadrado was kind of awful, in my opinion. He torched Alexandro. That says more about Alexandro's situation of how bad it is.
I said that on screen.
I think what I was thinking of that game with Cuadrado, I was hoping he would score an own goal. I was hoping that was my.
No,
that's what I thought.
Inter Juve is always the decisive. He was always decisive for us, so I was afraid he would be decisive again, but he was awful. Dumfries had good, bad, but it was very even match, very even match. Honestly, I have no other comment. But we need to buy a creative midfielder. No other way.
I think another thing I wanted to point out was the goal that Inter scored. We just went to sleep. I don't know what happened, but that split.
They got shocked.
Rugani dove in hard and completely missed. Then Gatti,
and then Bremer also missed. Then Gatti also missed. All of the defense missed there.
All three of them had a brain fart somewhere along the road there.
They made a mega brain fart cocktail together, and
You know,
then
like
they
when one
scored.
person farts, then everyone has to fart. Just like that.
Yeah. How loud is your sound? Okay. The Rugani did the first one, the big one, and then
So-
others continue.
In a perfect world, or sorry, Dash, my bad.
No, go ahead.
In a perfect world, Misak, let's just say that we get rid of Dusan for a low ball and say 45, 50 million during the winter. What are you doing with that, Misak?
Firstly, we need number 9 again. So I will go and get the Mexican guy, Santiago, from Fenrud. Amazing player. Very, very good.
Where's Frankie when you need him?
No, seriously, I watched him in the Champions League. He does a lot of stuff that the Modern 9 does. But the first thing, that's wasted money because we don't need 45. We need more. We need 60 million. Hopefully, this one goal can help us. Also, he played the first half. He played well, Dusan, honestly. Then in the second half, everybody agreed for a draw. Everybody agreed for a draw.
That if he doesn't work, try to win the ball, or doesn't involve himself, and he's just staying static, he doesn't do anything. And then the ball to come to him, he doesn't do good. But the moment he puts work in, it's usually fine. Or he does something.
Yeah, I don't.
Someone.
I don't know if y'all saw this.
Someone.
There was a part in the game.
Mm-hmm.
There was a part in the game where Rabiot was defending, and then Dusan was beside him, and he's like, Rabiot's like, I'll pick up this guy, you get that guy, and Dusan just stood there.
Yeah,
he just stood
he
there.
was lost.
And then he just stood there, and then they got the pass off or whatever, and then you look at Rabiot, you can see Rabiot yelling at him. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I was like, I picked up this guy, you get that dude over there, and you're just standing there. Like, you could see Rabiot yelling at him.
We got Tall coming in.
Hey, to me,
it's been a while, guys.
Hello.
What up, Tal?
Hello.
How was Empire State? They were gonna live stream the stuff. No?
So I wasn't there today because I weeks ago agreed to.
Louder. You yell a little louder, Tal.
Well, I don't know how you guys are hearing me. My headset's kind of weird.
My headphone, my neighbors is gonna hear it, man.
Okay. I'll speak softer. I have a tendency to project.
Okay, nice. Say, what's your impression of the game?
And we lost him.
Okay, now talk louder, because you're whispering too much. We can't hear it anymore.
Sorry, I'm driving.
Okay.
But I don't know how it is. The last 2 times that I tried to call in, the last time I called in, there was no service. That's because I was at the airport in Las Vegas on the way home from a conference, and I was like, let me see if I can make it happen. And all I could hear was Dash being like, "Your internet sucks." And so a couple weeks ago, I agreed to drive somebody to the airport. And forgot that I agreed to do that, so I wasn't able to be at the bar today. But there was a cool thing. I'm pretty sure we made it onto the jumbotron. I didn't notice because I was kind of driving the whole time. I'm on my way home from the airport now, but I wanted to kind of touch on something that I was, Colin was talking about, is how if we can get guys I'm personally, as much as I see Chiesa as this beautiful little darling, if we have to let guys go to make the team better, let guys go. Juve is bigger, the club is bigger than any individual player. And the second we start to put individual players above the club, that's not Juventinità. We are best when we have multiple players scoring 10 plus goals a season. And it's not all centered around one striker. All the strikers, Higuain was an anomaly in the sense that Higuain was capable of playing as the center focal point, crown jewel of your attack, and then also to work with other guys. He scored 36 goals at Napoli and then came to us and scored 21, 22? Something like that?
I think more plus
first season.
No, I think in his first season it was 21, 22. It was a significant drop from the season before. I'm just talking Serie A.
Okay, probably.
So I'm just doing Capo Carabinieri leaderboards. And I don't need that is most successful when he is the crown jewel of your attack. That is not how we play. Not how we've ever played.
Never.
Like, you know who was great? Tevez. That's because Tevez could literally take breaking through a foul into scoring. You know what I mean? Like, I used to say laser-guided missiles from Carlos Tevez's foot. Like, it was insane. And the fact that he had such an impact only playing for us for, 2 seasons, I feel like he was with us for 5 years.
Yeah.
I feel like he was with us for, a decade. You know what I mean?
Because his influence on the team itself, helping everybody in the team, you can see, how he helped Pogba develop a lot, the others, the wingbacks. He was our everything, to be honest. He helped Morata develop back then when he was a youngster. He was 22 when he came to us. Tevez.
Yeah.
But we don't have a Tevez right now. We do not have it.
And the thing is that it's kind of hard to say that because Tevez, in a lot of ways, if you look at the way he was in terms of a little bit of a shorter stature, strong, pit bull attacker, those guys don't exist anymore.
We need to think about how things were in 2012. We're talking about Tevez, and I agree.
Yes. I 100% agree with you, Colin. Not 11, 12.
Tevez,
12, 13.
Was around for 6-7 years.
11, 12. When we won the league with fucking Matri and Vucinic.
Exactly my point.
So this is the top. This is the.
It doesn't matter if we have Chiesa and Dusan. We can create some money with them, get rid of them, and roll with Keane.
This is the part of the show where a bunch of old men start talking about how it was 20 years ago.
They're the only ones making.
Listen, I'm a 33-year-old old man, and I wear that as a badge of honor. Okay, you want to call me a boomer? I will say thank you. All right.
I'm gonna interject on one thing, though. I wanted to interject on one thing. Here's the thing I'm gonna say: if we're gonna do well this season, we're going to need to get a swoop up in attacking midfield.
Oh yeah.
And if we're gonna,
don't everybody stop at once.
Some type of net
coming in January, though.
Kind of like what Zlatan did with Milan. That's probably the choice.
That's a high echelon player. Ibrahimovic is
I'm not saying.
No. I'm saying that category.
He needs to have the charisma, the confidence.
For me, for example, that category is Luka Modric, okay, as a midfield. I don't think he will ever leave Real Madrid other than if he retires.
Luka Modric will go play for Mars FC before he comes to Juve, all right? That's never happened.
Never happened.
What's realistically going to happen in January, though? Because
we're going to get either a no-name, a guy's going to come up permanently from the next gen that, it's not going to be Nemje, it's not going to be Luis Haza, it's going to be some guy that, none of us have heard of for some reason, because that's always what fucking happens.
Better than Chea.
No, it's not going to be better than Chea. It'll be like, I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago, there was some kid named, Mario, who never played, but was on the bench a bunch of times. And I remember, we just joked about it in our fan club. We called him Mario Mandzukic. But that wasn't his last name. His last name was Mario. And, he joined the club in the winter. He came up from our youth squad in the winter and then never actually played. And so, I wouldn't be – or, who did that? Beltrame did that a bunch of times. One of these guys it's not going to be one of these big names we hear coming out of next gen. It's going to be some random-ass young player that's going to fill a role like Cavilla, you know what I mean? And, I feel bad for Hans.
It should be Yildiz.
It's going to be probably...
Should be Yildiz.
It's between...
Should be, but I also think... So I would rather Yildiz still get, more game time actually able to play with next gen.
Man, he's barely
and not have...
so far.
I know, but I don't want him to have too many caps with the first team and then be locked out of next gen. And I think Max is doing that too, and Max is aware of that because Max doesn't look at he takes each game at a time, but then at one point in the game he'll think how crucial is this win? You guys were talking about earlier, oh, Max was playing for a draw, but that's because in Max's head he's we need X amount of wins, X amount of draws, and we can allow X amount of losses to win. We need X amount of points. And that's how he thinks. So he doesn't care if we get those points against Inter, Milan, or Sassuolo. Like, he just wants to get X amount of points. He doesn't give a shit how it comes.
He has the thing. But, like, for example, this game, especially, he's like, I will not lose this game. Whatever happens, I should never lose
this game was a must not lose.
Yeah, never. If
because
you lose,
I think that
gets out of your
them,
grasp.
I think Inter still being in first place, like, it puts more pressure on them than it does on us. I don't know what it is about us specifically, but we play like, if we had a 5-point cushion on the league, we would play so silky. Like, whenever we're not first, we play like shit.
Because
Has anybody else noticed that, or is that just me?
Fortitude. We're mentally weak.
We are not in that headspace yet. That we are growing. That's the thing. We are growing. We were never growing. Since been 4 years, we haven't been growing. Since Sarri's last season.
I just want to say, the whole Arriva Bene and Cherubini era, where they were talking about their 3-year plan for 2.5 years, like that 3-year plan was nothing.
No, the 3-year plan was simple. It was very clear.
Was anticipating the lawsuits and doing whatever we can to be ready for that.
The plan was simple.
They knew it was coming.
They said cut the money. That's the plan. 3 years of cutting the money and making top 4. That was our
because that's what Arriva Bene did at Ferrari, isn't it? Like, Arriva Bene fixed the books at Ferrari.
I think so. Yeah, that's what they made.
I heard that he was a shit manager of Ferrari, but he fixed their books.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And got them to be he balanced it out.
He got them to second place again.
Now, with Gintoli, we are starting our sporting project because our financial project is almost at the end. We have
the other thing is that I want before while we're still talking about back end projects, I've heard a lot of talk recently about the club not defending us with Calciopoli and these other things, and I think that there's actually a really interesting kind of 4D chess play going on right now because there's still a few court cases that are open. And I think the best way for Juve to get exonerated in this situation is for it to be external factors. Like, Agnelli right now is still fighting in the court system over personal cases that they took out on him, basically because of all this stuff that they're trying to accuse us of, right? And so if Agnelli wins those cases, you could then turn it around and say, well, the people that you accused of being guilty in these cases are now proven innocent, and that then backfills essentially all of the other bullshit without Juve directly as an organization needing to be involved in these court cases and dragging our name through it. So now nobody gives a shit if Andrea Agnelli as a personal guy is on trial. Nobody's going to bat an eye. Nobody cares that Moggi is still fighting against Calciopoli and still and actually very close to winning that case. So that's kind of where my opinion is on that. I think that Elkan was like, look, we're not going to win through the court of public opinion because they clearly it's just sexy to hate Juve right now. It's sexier than it's ever been.
I think
it's even to the point where it's sexier like in Europe, it's if you're a Brit fan, if you watch, if you're an Everton fan, being oh, Juventus cheats, that's cool for you now.
But the thing is though, but our court case as a club, it is finished. There is no more court case for us. The only thing is criminal cases for every person that was involved. Other than Agnelli, there is Nedved, Paratici, everybody. The whole schlat. We have the gang busters.
Yeah, because the thing is that if you can prove these criminal cases, right, and if you prove Nedved, Paratici, Agnelli, all of these guys innocent in those criminal cases, you can reopen the cases where Juve took pleas or anything. I don't know exactly how the Italian court system works. I mean, you probably have to roll a dice and cut off the head of the chicken and do something. I don't know how it works over there.
Bribery,
you know what I mean?
That's how it works usually.
Bribery, yeah. I mean,
but in this case, because the club has moved on from them, honestly, they cannot. We are done. That's the thing is the goal. What they said and they're doing it is they do not want any other charges or involvement of court cases in our club. They don't want anything.
Yes, but
They stop the cut.
I'm agreeing with you, Misak. I think that's exactly what's happening. What I'm saying is that we could still get our kind of just desserts from all of this if the criminal cases play out and prove all these people innocent.
It's a far fetch for me, honestly. I don't.
It's sure, but I like what I'm saying is I like what Juve did and is like, all right, whatever papers we have to sign to no longer have to deal with this shit right now, and let it be solved on a criminal side and on an individual side with individual cases. That's kind of like I agree because they're going to crucify us no matter what. Until Gravina is removed as the head of the FIGC, like it's not going to change.
That's a useless prick we have there. Anyway, let's go back to the game. You didn't talk us about the game. What's your impression of the game?
Let me get this for you guys real quick because this is splurging around Twitter.
Has something to say.
No, well, yeah. So,
the foul.
The foul. So a lot of very dodgy officiating, and this one here led to the goal. And I'm surprised VAR didn't go back and check it like they do with us for Moise Keane's hand to the face, but. So watch Chiesa here, guys. So ball comes to Chiesa, receives it, and I believe that's Chanalogu that hits him. So
Darmian.
right there. Or Darmian, yep. So that was not ruled as a foul. And that led to the counterattack all in one action.
That's a yellow. That's a yellow all day with no warnings beforehand.
But what are we now that we're all the older guys are here? What are we expecting though? We're old enough to remember.
And this is exactly what I'm expecting.
Exactly.
I was sitting here watching the game with my stepmom and just explaining to her how in their hiring process, they're like, "Oh, you a piece of shit? Welcome to the team."
But this is what I mean about the complacency of when I've complained about not defending us. This is why I say that we've been complacent because we've allowed this.
But the thing is that it's not. What are we going to do every week? Have Max come out there complain about the refs?
Yeah, look at Mourinho.
He's going to be fucking Inzaghi, dude. Like that's what Inzaghi does.
We don't like per se what Mourinho does, but he puts a spotlight on shit like that, and it's a lot harder to hide.
Like, you're asking Max to go from being an orange to a potato. You know what I mean? Like that's not who he is.
It's not just Max. There's a front office there.
We are going to come out and complain about this shit.
We are way too polite.
I 100% agree with you. I've been saying for a couple of years now that we need to start villain era Juve. Everyone sees us as their nemesis. It's time to be the fucking nemesis.
That's what I mean. I
remember you saying that from the get-go.
I've been saying that for 2 years.
Juve
I remember.
Without Juventus, there is no successful Azzurri, and the Serie A doesn't exist. Juve is Italy. Juve is Calcio, and Juve needs to remind themselves of that. I feel like that's where we've lost our spirit.
We are getting the spirit very much. In my opinion, this year especially, we are fighting. I see the team cohesive for once, and everything shows to that. Maybe offensively they're not very cohesive, but that's not their plan. That wasn't their plan.
Misak, do you feel like you can say the second half was cohesive though?
Yeah, because their plan was to do that, and they executed it. What's incohesive is, for example, you try to defend and you give chances away. Okay, that's uncohesive. You're not executing your plan that you wanted to do. First half was to press and try to win and try to score. Tried, failed. We scored once. Okay. Second plan is that okay. We fight for another day. Let's see. But my idea is these players for the first time are growing. As a collective are going. Our average.
I have to agree. I have to agree with Misak, and I also think that if we bring in an attacking-minded coach after this, Allegri laid down so much good defensive groundwork that these guys are going to know how to shell up in games when they need to, and with like a new attacking mindset. It's almost like a reverse Conte situation.
Kind of, but the thing is, if they know how to sacrifice for each other, if they learn about that, that's something that's going to stay in the group forever. this group, this core of
and then you bring in one or two guys that can actually make things happen. Because I'm sorry, like, how old is Kings at 26 now? Dude, you have to be at like 14, 15 goals and like 10 assists a season in your position. And like he's never hit those numbers.
No, his maximum I think was 10 goals in a Serie A season.
What's his max goal contributions in a season?
10 in Fiorentina.
10? I'm talking goals and assists.
I think it's more. It's more. About 16.
He needs to be a 20 goal contributions a season player. 20 plus goal contributions a season. To be meriting the level of protection and pedestal we put him on.
But he's inconsistent though. That's the thing.
Super inconsistent.
But no, the thing is, I love him, but he has his ups that are very high and his lows are very low. As a team, as Juventus, we were never like our forwards.
Give me 11 guys that can play the same week in, week out over some guys that can give me flashes of brilliance sometimes.
Yeah,
the guys that'll be consistent week in, week out are the guys that are going to win you the league. Yeah. You throw in one player that has real potential and real capability of being world class and capable of putting something together. Like we're missing maybe 2-3 players from actually being a good team.
Yeah, we're missing mainly midfield.
I genuinely think that our squad right now is outperforming their capabilities.
Oh yeah, in my opinion, yes. In my opinion, very, very much so. And they're not even performing as they should in a specific, which we talked about in our video, that they are not meeting their expectation of what they are generating. Okay, that is the thing. Today, they created and they scored equally, but most of the time they underperform there. That they are in a position to do more, but they're not doing it, and that is the maximum you are getting from them. That's the players' underperformance themselves. But as a cohesive team, yeah, they are massively overperforming. I don't want to hear anything from people that are criticizing that we are playing to our weakness. Yeah, because our weakness is so weak that we cannot expose our weakness because they will hit us. And we are trying to build a team that's gonna fight for the Scudetto, and we are doing it. We are, for the first time since Pirlo season, even if somebody remembers, like we were playing catch up all the time. Catch up. We were winning a game and then drawing a game, then winning 2 games, then losing a game. So we couldn't maintain it. At the end, they ran away by January. But yeah, my point is our team is good. Okay, that's the maximum we can get from this core of players.
I think we lost Tal. I think he disconnected.
Yeah, the best we can get is a defensive consistency. I think we're going to get blips of goals, but like you guys said, if we can develop some sort of stone wall, cohesive stone wall for the next coach, because I really do not think that Allegri is a long-term coach. Then at least we'll have that foundation built for the next regime.
So you know what? Sorry, do you want to say that? Yeah, my last point. Okay, the project of Allegri started 3 years ago, as we remember, and everybody's saying it's bad. But look at it this side: the starting 11 of us versus Udinese, that match. Okay, compared to today, which players are there? Chesney. Now tonight there is no Danilo. That's it. Rugani wasn't there. Well, he was on the bench.
But he was on the bench.
Yeah,
on the bench where it wasn't
there was no Kostic even. There was no Kostic 3 years ago. So my point is, the plan was to rebuild this team in a way, but still keeping on maintaining a top 4, not losing on top 4, because with Pirlo, they were scared to shits of what happened, and we were so lucky to make top 4. They don't want that ever to happen again, because that will affect their planning. Because everything is financial, okay? Now we transitioned a lot compared in 3 years. We still need more players. We still need three more, a lot of different players, different profiles, okay? But we're on that correct direction. And at the end of the Allegri's year, which is next year, I think he will stay for 1 more year. the team will be completely overhauled and given to a coach that's going to stay for 5 years.
We'll do our Christmas wish list for the January transfer market.
Wow.
That'll be something to do on the little bit of a break.
There's no break.
I kind of want to.
There's no break.
There's a few days off.
No, they're gonna play every day for the first time ever.
Are they? Let me look. At
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, in New Year they're gonna play for the first time in their history.
Let me ask you this,
Get everybody ready to playing Winter World Cups.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Misak, since I have you here, because one of the arguments that I've seen a lot of people are saying about, like, for example, Dusan and Chiesa, they're like, well, they're meeting their expected goals, so they're producing how they should be, right? But I think, because, like, this is one of the things I've been seeing, and it's been irritating the hell out of me. So, like, I'm sure you've seen it as well, but, like, Chiesa completed 6 dribbles against Ukraine. That's clearly
next.
Yeah, it's clearly an Allegri stat or Allegri hindrance in a sense. But it's like today, like, for example, Chiesa's miss today wasn't constituted as a big chance, but I think we can all agree that was a pretty sizable miss.
Yeah,
half chance.
Also,
I say half chance.
Also, what is it? Is it like just receiving the ball and then passing it? Like, if I receive the ball and then pass it, that's counted as a successful dribble, isn't it?
Yes, that is considered a successful dribble.
I don't consider successful dribbles like a fucking stat to look at.
Yeah.
I think Dash even said this. If you're going to look at that stat, you can't look at that stat isolated. You have to look at it with one-on-one take-ons for it actually to make sense.
Yeah, for me, it's key passes. If I'm going to look if there is creativity, I look at the key passes they generate. Because that unlocks game. Or passes into the final third, which means like you're making offensive passes.
We don't do a lot.
XG, if they're equal, XG is equal to they're average players. Okay, look at Lautaro Martinez. He has 13 goals out of 7.5
expected goals. Yeah, because I
think
that's
a question. Do you guys think if we didn't have Dusan that we would have gone for Thuram on a free this summer?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I fucking wish we did that.
Look, we saw with Thuram also, like, he missed some chances against us. He should have done.
He's a monster.
He's a monster. He dribbles. He has his positives and has one major negative. He's like a Moise Kean, but kind of, he's like Moise Kean. No, he dribbles and strong and everything, but more pacier, I think, than Moise Kean. He is, and taller. But it's like the same kind of problems that finishing isn't very crisp.
Well, he's like originally a winger, wasn't he?
Yeah, at the start he was a winger, but he was too physical and too big to be a pure out-and-out winger.
Yeah, but I think the main message, and this is the thing that I try to convey myself, is if you're matching your expected goals, that's not a good thing. That means you're there.
Average. You're average. You're not bad.
Yeah.
If you are lower, you are bad.
Are world class because they go above expectation.
Oh yes, that's the thing. If you are a great player,
go ahead.
Yeah,
if you're a great player, you're going above expectation. If your XG is 1, then you need to be scoring 2.
Exactly.
That's a great player.
And the issue is his expected goals is 4. Like, that's not good. 4 or 5 in what? 12, 13 matches now.
10 matches, no? He missed a couple of matches. But my point is
I still think at this point we should try Gatti as a striker because he's scoring more goals than Dusan at this point. He looks more deadly in front of goal than Dusan does.
But Gatti...
Well, the thing is, Gatti doesn't care. Gatti will shoot from anywhere. Gatti is like, I don't give a fuck. I will make my chance.
My thing with Gatti is he gets to the areas and like...
Dusan has the same mentality.
Yeah, he gets into the area and I'm like, okay, what are you going to do? And then does something bad. I still remember that handball that he tried to shoot and the ball was going somewhere else. Luckily, it hit the handball in the Europa League. But other than that, Vlahovic needs to improve, but he was better this game. I'm not mad at him at all. I'm more like, okay, if that's the plan, that's the plan. But we need midfielder. We need better quality midfielders. Like I was talking to Mina Rizuki, I think I messaged commentator. She was like, "This has to be the worst midfield I've ever seen, and I've been supporting Juve for 50 years." I said, "No, the worst midfield is about 2019-10 or 10-11 with Aquilani, Felipe Melo, Poulsen. Okay, that was horrible. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Oh my god, I'm
okay?
having nightmare flashbacks.
Only Claudio Marchisio was our our jewel. Okay, that's the thing. That their ceiling because of Claudio Marchisio was higher. Our floor is higher. Like our average is higher than them. We don't have that ceiling player at the moment because it was Pogba and he's a Draghi, and then Fagioli and he is a gambler, and then what? we are gonna go. I think we're gonna go get one of those 2 foreign unknown players, which is one is gonna be Sudakov. Let's see if we're gonna buy him. If you watch him against Italy, he was extremely well. Like he was so good against
on
Italy.
the Ukraine squad against Italy.
Yes, the number 7. Yes, the Ukraine number 7.
Yeah.
He was very, very good. And Edward Spertian, another
Spertian?
Armenian. Yes, an
Armenian guy, right?
Oh yes,
yep. I watched him. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's very good. He's very clinical, as in that, and he's more like a finisher than a creator, though. Unlike Sudakov. If you get
my question is this: do we think that Allegri is going to want to bring in an attacking midfield? Because again, at the end of the day, it's not just I know who we're linked to because of what Giuntoli kind of wants, but like is Max going to want Spansian? Is he going to want an attacking midfield, or is he going to want a guy that's going to sit in front of the defense?
No. He wants ball carrying attack like a Mezzala.
Yeah, I think the traditional Mezzala is what he's looking. I think that's why Thuram is the
a Mezzala that's creative. That's what he wants. That's the role of Fagioli, Pogba, which we don't have. Where is Miretti? I didn't see Miretti. What good he didn't play?
Didn't he pick up a knock with the U19s?
Yeah.
I think he was warming up at one point, but I don't think there was no way he was coming on to that. That's the other thing. We did 1-1 with like out of our B squad.
Midfield. We didn't have a whole lot.
You know, and so like
I'm not exactly sure that we even with our A squad or our first team that our tactics would change.
Realistically, we were supposed, barring bullshit injury, we should be playing with Fagioli and Pogba right now.
I don't
based
think
on
so.
what we wanted.
Vlad's right
under Allegri, I don't think so because Locatelli is his best for him is the best regista. Rabiot is the balance guy, and then the one creative player, which was gonna be Pogba as the starter, and Pogba's number 2 was Fagioli. So we number 1, number 2 aren't there. We now to number 3, and number 3 and number 4, which is McKennie and Miretti. And God bless and help us. I like Miretti, but he needs a loan. He really needs a loan. He needs a place without pressure to do what he wants.
Somewhere.
If he loses the ball, nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. He will learn. Anyway, that was a great match. A great tactical match. Not an enjoying match. Okay, tactically they were very they were neutering each other. So aficionados will love it. Enjoyers will love it. Anyway, that's all we got from me. I have to go sleep. It's 1:58 a.m.
I think we should cut this one because this one's at 3 hours and we did 2 hours last night. So, guys, Dave and I have lives too. We love you guys.
Shut up.
We're gonna have a live.
You don't, Dash. You don't stop. We'll see you on Pro Clubs in an hour. It's okay.
I got a game at 7:30, so you guys will probably text me, hey, Dash, you done with your game yet? Can you hop on Pro Clubs?
This is true.
This is true.
By the way, did you watch the Survivor Series yesterday?
Oh my gosh!
Now we're talking at Jesus Christ.
CM Punk, man. Oh, good lord.
Jesus, come on, guys. Check it out here.
Didn't he come out of like a 9-year retirement?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did the MMA thing and he got his head busted. No.
Dude, that was hilarious. I thought that it was hilarious because he was like, "Oh yeah, look at Brock Lesnar. Anybody can transition," and then he got his ass kicked.
He trained. That's the funny thing. He trained and then got his ass kicked, and then he came back. No, it's not. It was very surprising. I didn't expect it, honestly. at all.
It kind of dwindled Randy Orton's return, in my opinion, because I think Randy Orton's return is more significant. Dude had double fusion back surgery and came back.
That's a monster, man. He will always come back for me.
Double fusion back surgery sounds like the name of a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, double fusion back surgery match.
On Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know if you saw the clips with Seth Rollins apparently flipping him off and yelling at him.
I think that's the feud gonna be,
I don't know if that's a work or if that's real. That's the one thing I'm not sure.
They do have to do work. Like if they get really
public. Wrestling's where I say goodbye.
Bye, Colin.
Bye, Colin. That's the if you do something in public, there is cameras. Of course, it's like even more eye-catching of a feud.
Yeah, I think WWE has broken the fourth wall when it comes to works now. So, but hey, look, think what you want about CM Punk. The one thing is they brought him back because he sells, and he sold a shit ton of merch. So, wrestling.
And it was Chicago, the game, no?
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be there. It's like it was gonna be there, and everything was gonna explode.
To be that as it may, as an unpopular opinion as it might be, I think wrestling is back. Like how it might not be as nuts as the Attitude Era, but people are talking about it.
Oh yes, they're getting. I think they changed the management now, no, with Triple H taking over.
Endeavor officially kicking Vince McMahon out, so it's Triple H.
Man, that guy finished. I feel sad. Like he looks like the Monopoly man right now. Honestly, he's gonna give you paper bills. But yeah, if they're gonna continue with his vision, I think they will succeed.
Yeah, and then if you guys want to talk WWE, we do have a WWE tag in the Discord where it's specific, where we can talk about stuff like that because wrestling's back.
Exactly. Let's see. Anyway, good night, guys.
We'll see ya.
Bye. Take care, bro.
Take care.
Gosh, I think you just gotta kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Let's do it.
Play the outro.
So the problem is the music that we keep on thinking is free isn't free. We're working on it.
We're broke.
It's a mess.
Like I use so much like rights, like no rights, no attribution, like images for work. You guys don't have access to that?
Yeah, like this is the free that's free music. This shit.
Right here. Dave, I got a good sign out for us.
Okay, do it.
Let me cook. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this Match Day Watch Along / Post Colin show. And I have a very special guest to see us off on this episode, and we'll catch you throughout the week.
You just wake up and then your heart is just pumping. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so